Okay, we're up. Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Glad to see everybody here. For anybody who may not know what Tabletop Treasure Hunters is, Tabletop Treasure Hunters is fan content unsponsored for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This is our homebrewed campaign that we have where we've got 8 players divided into 4 groups, and they are competing over the season to earn the most wealth, though in the process of that, they are mixing and mingling and working together on jobs. So today we have with us the Company of Honor, and we have the Syndicate of Rites, and we also have a guest here, and we will introduce him shortly. So really quick, I like to talk to you guys. Oh, and I do have to mention Pathfinder 2nd Edition is owned by a wonderful company named Paizo, as is the setting of Galarian that we're playing in, and many of the characters, deities, locations, etc. we're talking about are from them. So thank you, Paizo, for your wonderful game. Okay, yeah, so chat, I want to talk to you guys first so that while I'm introducing these wonderful players, you guys know who you want to support, who you want to back up, who you want to power up, who you want to, harm by helping me, that sort of thing. So we have some fun chat interactions for you guys. I'm going to list through them just really quickly. They're all in the chat description if you guys don't want to listen to me talk about them or if you forget. So if you guys like the stream, when you like the stream, make sure you call out your favorite guild. If you've been watching, it can be any of the 4 guilds. If you haven't been watching, you can go ahead and support either one of these we have with us today, Company of Honor or Syndicate of Rites. If you guys share the stream, you can call out one of these heroes to give a hero point to. Hero points can be, all of them can be spent from a player to do a little bit of a cheat death called a heroic recovery. The hero will stand up, regain 1 hit point, lose the dying condition, lose the wounded condition. So it's kind of just a clean reset, very helpful. Or each of these guilds have a unique hero point ability they can use. These 2 guilds we have with us kind of have the polar opposites of each other. Company of Honor can spend a hero point to have themselves or an ally reroll an attack or saving throw, taking the better result at a +2. And the Syndicate of Rites can do the opposite. They can have a hero point to have any enemy of their choice reroll an attack or saving throw, taking a -2 in the worst result. So that's what we've got for hero points. If you guys are a new follower to the page, you can go ahead and give one of these players a blessing. Blessings are boons that are going to last throughout the entire session from one of the Pathfinder deities. These are homebrewed boons. We'll go ahead and go over them as the players get blessed. But that's for new followers. Aside from that, if you guys want to go above and beyond and help support the stream, we do have stars. Stars are a purchased Facebook currency. Now you guys can see at the bottom right of the screen here, we have this little bar in the corner. That's our affirmation bar. If you spend 100 stars, you can move that in one direction or the other. The closer you get to that star, the heroes are going to have a +1 or +2 to all of their D20 rolls. If you go to the skull side, all of the bad guys are going to have a +1 or +2 to their D20 rolls. And then if you guys push it further beyond that, it'll become either hero points or villain points accordingly. Speaking of villain points, forgot to mention those earlier. If you don't want to bless one of the heroes with a share, you can give me villain points. I will, during one encounter during this session, spend my villain points. It basically adds a mechanic to the fight where I will spend them to make the encounter more difficult for the players. Aside from that, if you guys want to spend either 500 or 1,000 stars, you can gift a player either 5 consumables or 1 permanent item. We'll kind of make a little fun personalized note for you to send them to the player, and we'll share it on social media. And if you guys want to be huge, go 2,000 stars, you can send me a concept for an NPC, and I will add it into one of the future sessions. It can be a villain, it can be a hero, it can be something completely random. I will fit it into the story somewhere. So that's what we got there for chat interactions, guys. Last thing we have to mention on that note is we have a Patreon. It did just convert over to Level 1 Geek, which if you guys have not heard, I am merging with Level 1 Geek, as is of Dice and Dames. That's happening officially in November, but we've been kind of slowly transitioning stuff over. So if you guys are interested in that, patreon.com/level1geek. There's some perks attached to that as well. And huge thank you to my current Patreons of Katie Young, Kim Young, The Side Quest In, and Alex Zhang, as well as Mobius Games. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys supporting. So that's it for chat, guys. Thank you for being here. I already see some stuff going off for chat, and we will catch up on that in a minute here for the players. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and introduce our players. I want to start by introducing our guest here who's filling in. We have Leaf or Anduin out of town this week. So we have Segfault from Fantasticide here filling in. So Segfault, why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself, tell us about Fantasticide, and tell us about your character for today.
Okay, yes, I'm unmuted. Yeah, thanks for having me. I am, as was mentioned, Segfault from Fantasticide. We also do tabletop stuff over on Twitch. So we like doing, weird, interesting stuff. I do a lot of experimentation with the format and also a lot of bad accents and cringy puns. So definitely come check us out. That sounds down your alley. I'm really excited to be here and play some D&D with you all. Well, Pathfinder.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. We're excited to have you. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and introduce our regular players. Let's just go ahead and start with Katie.
Oh, hi, I'm Katie. I don't even know how to do this anymore. Part of soon to be level 1 Geek, and I am playing Irina, the cleric of Norgerber Dampier, who will never ever smile.
In theory, we'll see. I bet we can get
ever.
Some big words, Katie. We're gonna hold you to it.
Good.
Awesome. How about you, Wade?
Hi, I'm Wade. You can find me here on Tabletop Treasure Hunters and then also on Brambleberry Games on twitch.tv. I play Wednesdays over there, and I play Monster of the Week. Here I play Dorian Nile, and he's a fun time.
Dorian Nile of Niles Textiles?
Of Niles Textiles, we are quite famous.
Awesome. How about you, Toby?
Hey, I'm Toby Pack. I am the GM of the SideQuestin podcast. You can find us at thesidequestin.com or on Twitter at thesidequestin. I play Otis in this game, who is Shuni, which is like a pug dog. I guess that's redundant, but it's a pug dog. Super smart. He's like Sherlock Holmes of the dog world.
Yeah. And as we learned recently, he's very strong.
Oh yeah, he's the strongest old bug in all of Galorian.
Yeah, it's great. Awesome. So some awesome players today. Very excited. I am Chase. I am the DM for this campaign. Currently, Wholesome Dad Gamer. This is my channel for now, but I am merging with Level 1 Geek, as I mentioned. So if you guys are enjoying Tabletop Treasure Hunters, that announcement is relevant to you guys because it's going to be moving to Twitch under Level 1 Geek. Starting November 10th, I believe, is going to be our first session over there on Twitch. So go give us a follow. You can know when we're going live. We're going to try to have an exciting first session over there on Twitch in November. So yeah, thank you guys. Welcome everybody. I think that's all we got for terms of logistics and announcements and whatnot. So I want to catch up on players here. Currently, we have nobody who has moved the affirmation bar to my knowledge. We do have some hero points that have gone around. I've got 2 villain points already. Katie, you're sitting on 1 hero point. Segfault on 1 hero point. Wade on 1 hero point. And Toby, you're getting a lot of love today with 3 hero points. Guess people are loving that strong pug.
Hey, not Dura.
That's true. That's very fair. And then we do have a couple of blessings already. So we have got Irina being blessed by the SideQuestin. Irina, you today are being blessed by Urgathoa. And you've got her minor blessing currently, which is you can now be healed by negative energy. But since you can already be healed by negative energy, you gain regeneration equal to your level. And then you're immune to diseases. So that means every round, basically, you're going to heal for what level you guys? 5, 6? You're 5. That's right. We have a mixed level party today because this happened interestingly where Company of Honor grabbed both the 5th level jobs. So Company of Honor is 6th level today, but Syndicate of Rites is 5th level, which is the first time we're seeing that happen. And then we also have a blessing for Segfault from Katie. So Segfault, you are being blessed by, and I'm going to say this wrong again, or people think I'm saying it wrong. People keep giving me flack for saying this name, but Gozra, the deity Gozra, and you get the minor blessing there. So basically, you get +2 to your AC, and this is not any sort of bonus. The blessing bonuses are standalone, so they'll stack with whatever. Just a flat +2 to your AC while you're not flat-footed, and then your movements do not trigger reactions. So pretty good blessings there for you guys out the gates.
Chase, you should honestly just own it. Like, don't say it wrong. Just that's how it's pronounced now.
I'm gonna say something super weird now and just confidently say it.
Yeah,
Is
no one's gonna question.
Yazra.
You're living with Delta from the canon Galarian. You just change the names of the gods to whatever you normally pronounce them as.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Okay, guys. So that's it for blessings. I think we're caught up on chat. So let's go ahead and hop into a recap. So last week we had the Company of Honor and we had the Foresight faction. They were helping out a town who was being pestered by some sort of what appeared to be a large devil creature. There was pranks happening around town that didn't really seem in line with devils, but there was a big horned winged beast that was kind of demanding offerings for all of them to be kept safe. They investigated. They discovered it was actually just a group of stowaway children that had run away from orphanages or homes, and they had kind of formed this little camp and were putting together an act to steal stuff from the town. Turns out they did actually settle inside of an infernal nest of devils, and the heroes kind of got there just in time to push those devils out, get the kids taken care of, and it was very successful. So this week, the job that we've got Company of Honor and Syndicate of Rites. You guys know that your job today is to head to Magnamar, and you guys are going to be helping a new playwright with his very first play. The catch is that he has mentioned to you that this play is haunted. Now, some information that you guys have gathered in between sessions here, and you guys did a little bit of research on your own. Number one, you know that this play is actually about the first contest the First World Fortune Seeker Alliance put together with their betrayal and their adventures there. So this will include heroes from the first season, so to speak. And then you guys also know that the playwright doesn't actually want these haunts dealt with until the actual play is ongoing, because he has a strong superstition that dealing with a play that is haunted is supposed to bless the rest of your career. That's an old family myth, truth, superstition. You don't know, but that's what he is requesting of you. So you guys are going to be arriving there the morning before the play. He didn't want you guys showing up earlier because he doesn't want you tempted to get rid of these haunts until it's time for the play. And that's where we're at today. So you guys have any questions before we get started? Anything you guys want to discuss? Awesome.
Nope.
Now, Leaf is out of town for this job. He got permission to kind of take off. He had a personal family matter that he had to deal with. So the Company of Honor did approve, since there was no time to really reschedule the jobs, that Otis could bring another ally from the Company of Honor for this job. So yeah, you I imagine, Otis, that you kind of talked to them about the job. They had a list of options, and your ally here, Servius, is the one who stepped up to help you with this job.
Heck yeah, you did.
So yeah, do you want to go ahead and describe kind of appearance of Servius here?
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Otis requested him.
Otis
they didn't-
requested
Yeah,
him.
Otis requested him. For this.
We go walk.
And he kindly accepted.
So, I am a man with black hair, pale skin, and calm brown eyes. A heavy sigh and a weary demeanor speak to a much older spirit than my body might suggest. I wear a plain brown robe with the symbol of Aurori, a hand, embroidered on the left sleeve, and I smell of leaves and books.
Awesome. Very good. So yeah, so Servius, you kind of gather here in Absalom. They have kind of a landing pad, so to speak, on top of one of their keeps here. And the guild has been gifted this season these magical lightning glyphs. They're kind of a magical item, so to speak. There's these two dark stones kind of cracked with yellow, and when you clack them together, they summon these bright blue and black birds that just crackle with lightning. They're completely safe to ride so long as you do not desummon them while mid-air. And that's kind of how the guild's been getting around. So you probably have not been graced to ride one of these yet. They've been reserved strictly for this contest so far, as they are a new alliance asset. And that's what you get to do to travel to your location. Magnamar is a bit of a flight. So, we're going to kind of fast forward here. You guys have done this before. You can show Servius the ropes. You guys are going to be flying. You'll land when appropriate, rest when appropriate, and we're just going to assume that's all safe and no interruptions. Also, we have some blessings from the chat here, which is is blessing Otis today, increasing a blessing straight to major. So let's go ahead and see what you get blessed with today, Otis.
It's got to be Desna.
So for today, you're actually being blessed, funny enough, by Servius's deity, Irori.
Oh, what are the chances?
A good one for you.
So these all stack up. You're going straight to major. So the minor blessing is your memory of past studies seems completely clear. When you succeeded to recall knowledge, you gain far more information than you typically would. If you critically succeed, you gain +2 to your attack rolls, AC, and saving throws against the creature for just the duration of having sight on that creature or dealing with that creature.
And let me remind you, Otis does recall knowledge every time he attacks a creature.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for Otis there. Okay. So now, sorry, I lost my spot there. The moderate blessing, your body and lungs feel stronger than usual. Double your base movement speed and become immune to any fatigue, exhaustion, or disease.
Oh my.
And the major blessing, a flash of some advanced technique briefly flashes through your mind before vanquishing. Once you may use a reaction when you take damage from a physical attack to redirect the entirety of the damage to the attacker. So that's a one-time use ability there.
Dang, this is cool because when Otis leveled to 6, he actually took monk dedication. So this is like, it really flows.
Right? Monk dedication, you've got a cleric of Aurora in your party here. Like, what are the chances?
Yeah. And
It was
even
fated.
crazier, Otis smokes a ton of cigars. So the fact that his lungs are stronger, like he is about it.
Very nice. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to start this session in the theater. I am going to just kind of drag you guys over to this map right at the get-go. Now, Otis, you did obtain kind of a map or some schematics of the theater ahead of time. That was something that you requested from the scout who scouted this for you. So we've got everybody down here, and let's move you over. All right, and Segfault, I'm going to get some audio going here, and we have it a little bit loud for the stream. I forgot to forewarn you, you may need to turn yours down a little bit from the settings tab here, because it might be a little loud for a player perspective here. So just a warning for your ears. All right, so you guys arrive at this theater in Magnamar. It's kind of on the outskirts. Magnamar itself is a pretty large, bustling, nice city. Otis, this is actually your hometown, if I recall correctly.
It is.
Very nice.
Wait, we're at the theater now?
Yes. So you guys hopped on your lightning griffs. You took several days. It was about 3 days travel here on these very quick birds, and you guys are now arriving at the theater.
When we get a chance, Otis just needs to make a stop at wheel call when we can.
Okay, for sure. Also, we have a blessing for Dorian from the chat. 2 blessings for Dorian, one from Felicia, one for Kim. So chat, thank you guys very much. Let's see what blessing we got for Dorian today. All right, so Dorian, you are being graced also by Urgathoa today. So, but you're going to be a little more blessed than Irina. So, is your deity is not Urgathoa, right, Irina? Yours is Norgerber?
Yeah.
Okay. So your minor blessing, you are also negative energy affinitive, which we should talk about that, right? The last time that the viewers saw Dorian, he looked completely fine. Now, Otis and Servius, Dorian doesn't look so normal, I guess you would say. You guys have probably seen him before. He's been kind of a big deal around the Alliance because he's one of the contestants. Servius, the last time you spotted him, he had a nice complexion, nice skin. Now he's got a very pale complexion. It's very noticeably paler than it used to be. So Dorian, along with that, since you're negative energy definitive, you get regeneration equal to your level, you're immune to disease, and your attacks and spells now cause enemies to become sickened 1. And you can use any consumable as a free action.
Cool. Thank you, chat.
Also, we've got another blessing for Otis. Because chat just loves you guys today. It's Segafall, it's the guest. Look what you've done,
It has
Segafall.
to be.
So Otis, you were at a major blessing already, so we're rolling you up a new one.
Come on, Desna. I haven't left you yet.
Okay, so no Desna for you. You are also being blessed by, wait a minute, is that the same as, yeah, we got to re-roll that because that's Rory again. Rory just loves you today. It was meant to be. All right.
I put in a really good word for you.
Thank you for that.
So you're being blessed by Nivi Rhombadazzle. The minor blessing is what we're starting with. Your training in stealth increases by 1 step for this session.
Nice.
All right. So thank you, chat.
Otis is fast and quiet.
Right. Yes. All right.
Thank
I
you
think,
for
I think
those
we're caught up on
blessings.
chat. So yeah, you guys are heroes. I guess I'm not going to be killing these guys today. Maybe we'll see. You can always give me some Dylan points, balance it out. Okay. Yeah. So you guys approach this theater. It's very nice looking. It is, for the most part, circular on the front and then kind of squares around the side. It's got some very nice, clean cut stone around the outsides. Now, from the schematics, Otis, you know that this kind of a neat feature of this theater is it is actually also doubled with a tavern. There's a little tavern in the back where they serve food and stuff. And the theater in this isn't like a typical just like stage. It's a central stage where they act kind of in the center of the seating. It's circular. So people are seated all around. And so then people can just kind of get up, wander. They can get food. There's a little chatting area in the back.
This is a theater in the round.
All right. And it is to you guys.
I have to make a stop at will call. Give me just a moment.
Would you like to go alone?
Oh, it'll just take me a second.
Perfect. Go for it.
Is there anyone there?
Yeah, so you guys stepping in. There's nobody outside currently. I mean, there's some traffic kind of behind you guys. You know, there's a road leading up to here. So there's standard Magnamar traffic behind you. But as for the theater itself, it's currently closed to the public. But, you know, you guys know you have an invitation here, so you're welcome.
Is there anyone working will call, or are they just gone?
Just gone currently.
Unbelievable. All right. Otis, we don't see anybody, just the entrance.
Just the entrance. There's a couple of, you know, thespian looking statues out front and some nice double doors, but no people.
Otis will walk inside.
Okay. Yeah. So when you walk inside here, there's nice red carpet kind of laid out, you know, or I guess rugs or flooring, just kind of all over the floor here. You do see that there's the central circular stage. There's lots of seating surrounding it. You can see kind of the back area over here. You can't see the back area itself, but you can see the entrance to it. Several rooms, and there is a few people inside of here. They're all in some very dramatic, exquisite attire, some fancy hats, and you see 4 of them in similar outfits, kind of just circled around the theater here. With your "That's odd," Otis, you notice that there's candles that are lit all around here. So all these little lights on the map here are little clusters of candles. All of them are lit in sets of 4. But all of the ones near these people are actually only lit in either sets of, they're all lit in sets of 3. But all of the ones near these people are lit in sets of 4 or 2.
Can I roll a knowledge check on why that might be?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do a recall knowledge for you on that. So you know that it is a theater tradition that it is lucky to keep candles lit in sets of 3 here. So that's probably why most of them are lit in sets of 3. You're not really sure why the other ones are not.
I'll look to the group.
I don't know if any of you noticed, but their candles are lit all wrong. They should be lit in sets of 3, and some of them are in sets of 2.
Why does this matter?
Oh no.
It's a superstition. Theater folk are full of them.
And as you guys walk in, you're kind of peeking around. These people on the edges they acknowledge you. They give like a faint bow, and you guys can see there's some double doors that are open over here, and you can hear some voices from behind these double doors.
What are these people doing by the candles, by the sets of 2?
They're just standing. They're not doing anything special, just kind of standing at attention for the most part.
And I roll some sort of. How about this? Can I roll a knowledge recall knowledge on performance to see if I might understand why they'd be doing that?
Yeah, for sure. And I will go. That's a secret roll for the recall knowledge.
Sorry.
I'll roll that one for you over here. Yeah, so you know, I mean, you have no idea why they would do it. It's like very widely known that that's bad luck. So, I mean, if somebody purposely did it, it's probably from like an ill intent of like trying to give the show bad luck.
It's almost as if they're trying to draw the evil spirit here.
We should tell them to light the candles.
Yes.
This-
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Might I ask why you have why you have 3 candles lit here instead of 2? I thought it was some sort of tradition.
Oh, thank you very much for pointing that out, sir. We've been trying to get them lit in the right sets, and they keep fixing themselves. I don't understand it. Some of them light themselves, some of them blow out. I'll get it fixed again. Thank you.
If you'll excuse me for a second before you light that. And I use detect magic.
There is no magic coming from the candles.
Well, it's not that.
Also, just so you guys are aware, the affirmation bar has been moved all the way to villainous. So beware.
Thanks, chat.
Well, if they keep going in and out,
Perhaps we should go find who's in charge here. We must find the stage manager.
The playwright is currently in charge of everything going on here. The stage manager gave him full control until the play begins. He's right over there through the double doors.
What? Who gives them playwright full control before the performance?
I don't know, sir. People have been a little bit jumpy. Strange things, kind of like the candles, have been happening around here.
Well, go ahead.
This is what happens when you leave a problem for too long.
This is a fairly newly renovated theater. There was no problems before it was renovated. I've worked here a long time. You're looking for Sir Hubert.
whoa, renovated from what? Was it a theater before? Can I roll a knowledge on that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you would know, being from Magnamar, it was a theater, though it was not
Okay.
this fancy before. It looks very nice the way they've renovated it.
Awesome. What was the name that they said?
Hubert.
Perhaps we should go find this Hubert.
So he can explain his idiocy, sure.
Would you like a candy?
No.
It's a jelly axe, all the way from jelly axe.
I don't care, I don't eat candy.
Very well.
You can see that the person who you've been talking to is like nearly salivating at the mention of that candy.
Oh, yes, you. Come get a candy.
Are you sure, sir?
Dorian.
I'm from Cheliax. I love those.
Well, come dig in. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, I like the buttercream ones.
I love the buttercream. Let me find one.
He'll pull one out.
Okay. Yeah, he'll excite
Dorian is
me.
watching this like super intently to see if anything happens to this guy after he eats it.
He eats it and kind of closes his eyes. Tastes like home. Thank you very much, sir. Kind of you.
You take 5 more.
I'll give him 5 more.
Oh, I couldn't. These are very expensive.
No, I bought a month or two's worth.
Oh, well, thank you. He'll take it.
What was your name, son?
My name is Theodore.
Theodore, you're doing good work. Keep it up.
Thank you. I hope to be an actor one day up there on the stage instead of doing the illusions for it.
We all gotta start somewhere, don't we?
That start would be not wasting our time drooling over candy and your memories. Go get Hubert.
Yes, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll take you there right now.
I'm sure we can find the way. Don't continue your business.
Yes, make sure there are 3 candles, like you said.
I will keep trying, though they keep fixing themselves, but I will try. Sir Hubert wants us standing here in our positions so that we do not get distracted. We can envision it and we can see it change as guests arrive. He doesn't want anything to go wrong.
Servius, didn't you say that was bad luck to have them standing like that?
Well, I was just drawing off of what Otis said, but yes, that is indeed does indeed seem to be bad luck here. You know, theaters and their superstitions. It's very important to them.
Sir Hubert is very superstitious between us.
Well, he's doing it wrong.
I agree. I don't think it's going to help anybody's career, if I'm honest. I mean, what kind of silly... How can doing a haunted play possibly help your career? It's just going to make it all go awry, or somebody could get hurt.
Or killed.
You think it's that dangerous?
No, don't listen to Irina. We're here to prevent that, but we should get one more question. Is Yipe and Grella here? Are they in the theater right now?
Yes, there was Sir Hubert with the rest of the actors.
Indeed.
Oh, am I going to be safe?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Don't worry.
No, you'll be safe.
You'll
Don't
be-
worry about it. That's what we're here for. Just make sure
Some
those
of us.
candles are lit.
Okay, he nervously starts lighting the candles the right way, and you can see when he lights one, another one just lights itself. Then he blows it out, and a one on the other end blows out, and he just can't get it to that perfect set.
Can I perception this? Do I notice anything weird?
Yeah, you can go to roll perception for me.
31.
You see absolutely nothing doing that.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean, he's blowing on the candle accurately. He's lighting them accurately. It's very bizarre.
Thank you for your time, Theodore.
Yes, sir. No bow.
Irina, would you like to lead the way?
Gladly, are we done with idle chit-chat?
Of course. Would you like a candy on the way?
No. Put your
Babe.
candy away.
I will do no such thing.
Idiots.
I'll take one.
Oh, of course. What flavor would you like?
Irina's going to start leading the way.
I'll take the strawberry one.
Yeah, they'll start exchanging candies.
Dorian now watches Servius intently.
Would you like one? I suppose I can't offer, but
No,
I'll give you one that I
I'm
just got.
good. Thank you.
I
I
want
ate right
that
before this.
swallow.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Otis just has every flavor in the world. Okay.
We should probably catch up to her.
So you guys make your way over to the theater. As you kind of get a better angle, Otis, that's odd, notices there's a very large, realistic-looking Hydra sitting here on a large podium. Over in that room over there. Let's see, I'll snap you guys to it. Roll 20. There you go. Over there.
Like how good does it look?
I mean, it's motionless and it's got a bit of a shine to it that you can tell it's clearly either taxidermied or a sculpture, but it's very well done. It's very realistic looking.
Masterpiece.
And as you guys approach, this servant here bows, and you guys hear discussing, mostly acting talk as you approach. And this gentleman here at the head of the table kind of sees you approaching. Oh, wonderful! You must be the protection we hired.
And you must be Sir Hubert.
Yes, that is me. One and the same. Please, filter in here. It's a little bit tight with all of us in, but just gather around the room. Seats are taken. Stand around here, and we shall discuss, and you can meet everyone.
I am Otis. You may call me Inspector. This is Irina. And this is Dorian. And this is Servius.
Service.
Pleasure to meet you.
Service.
I am
I'm
Sir.
at your service.
Oh, no, excuse
Well, I'm
me.
paying you enough. I should sure hope so. I am Sir Hubert Stokes. Very happy to have you here. Now, you are all from the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance. Is that correct?
Yes.
What guilds are you from?
We are from Company of Honor.
Company of Honor.
Not all of us.
No.
We're
Oh.
from the Syndicate.
Syndicate. The Syndicate?
The Syndicate of Rites, you dunce.
Any gold bloods amongst you?
No.
League of the
That-
Hunt?
Idiot coward group who forfeit their own fortune.
Okay.
I'm sure that's
Insulting.
Irina, breathing techniques in,
Shut up, Dorian.
out.
When you say that, there's a woman in here. She's clearly a human, but like her skin is painted kind of a yellow greenish color, and she's adorned with leaves and sticks. She looks kind of upset at you when you're saying that. The Goldbloods were heroic too, you know.
Were they?
Yes, they were. Do you know how many fierce creatures they fought? Have you ever killed a dragon? Well, I guess that wasn't the Goldbloods. Hydra? Oh, they didn't kill that one either.
No.
A war
they've-
chief. They took down a war chief and an entire fortress of orcs. Have you done that?
No, we were able to talk to the war chief. They're on our side now.
They do like us now.
She kind of just like turns kind of poutily to the side and looks away from you.
Not
Cowards.
everything is measured by your combat prowess.
Attention, please. Let's do proper introductions and none of this bickering. That's not what I'm paying you for. Yes, well, thank you for the introductions. So no League of the Hunt and no Goldbloods. Am I clear on that?
Yes.
It's a shame. I did ask for champions. Oh, well, I suppose you'll have to do. Well, what can I do to assist you? Now, I don't know if this missive got to you, but I would greatly appreciate if you leave things as they are, at least on the main stage area, until the actual play is happening. Are you all knowledgeable enough about the unknown to know the benefits of pulling off a play that is haunted?
For propriety's sake, how about you explain to us why you insist on this balderdash expedition of this theater?
Well, because it is highly blessed. All of the great playwrights who have pulled off plays well haunted, notably wealthy afterwards, successful play after successful play.
Name 4 of them.
No, I do not have to answer to that. That's not what I'm paying you for. But my father told me of them.
Oh.
While some may see this as a bit of a mishap, I find it a golden opportunity. He's going to kind of snap his attention to Arena. He's going to walk over and he's going to just like kind of get really close to you. You've got a wonderful acting face. Do you act?
No.
Yes, she does all the time. Can't get her to stop.
Smile for me.
I will do no such thing.
Wonderful.
You can't just go around asking women to smile, sir.
I'm quite
He is
sorry.
right.
I am also scouting future employees of you all. I always am. Anybody who has background knowledge in these sorts of things, if they're wonderful in acting as well, could be a career of it once we're wealthy, which we will be if we leave this play as it is. Understood?
But of course, and yes, I could tell for her that she would be quite interested in whatever you do, whatever future plays. What seems to be happening? Are there any strange occurrences besides the weird candle situation?
Well, many of them. We've had papers floating, doors closing, people kind of spacing out and screaming, not remembering it. There's a large number of strange things, nothing very threatening. And mind you, we only need to leave it a little bit haunted. There's been some strange going-ons in the game room, and there's been some strange going-ons in the dining area. We just need to leave it alone over the main theater area. If it's directly interfering with the play, you may stop it. Just try to leave it at least a little bit haunted if you could.
Wait, did you say people stopping and screaming a little bit ago?
Yes. They stare into nothingness. They don't respond. They start screaming, and then they snap out of it and don't remember it.
Oh, that sounds serious. Can I roll a recall knowledge religion?
Yes, you
Give that
can.
the bell.
I'd also like to do that, Chase.
Yeah. I'll let you guys
Uh,
go ahead and roll these.
Oh, we can
Otis.
all do this.
While they're doing that, Otis wants to just perceive these actors and see their facial expressions when he's talking about leaving this haunt going. Like if he can
Okay.
get a feeling for any of them that might not be down with this.
Okay. So Servius and Irina, you guys both, it sounds an awful lot like a possession of sorts. Being tied with the strange happenings, it sounds like it's a haunt of sorts. It could also be a specter of sorts. There are specters that are known to kind of possess people, though that's usually a little bit more severe. So it seems like some upset spirits or some haunts.
Okay, I have some mechanical questions, but I'll let you do Otis's thing first.
For sure. Yeah, so you're keeping an eye on these actors here, Otis, and as you're looking around here, I'll go ahead and give you a description of them. So you have got two kobolds here that are kind of sitting right next to each other. There is a older gnome gentleman sitting with a pumpkin, with like a painted face kind of held under his arm. There's a little gnome woman. There's an elven woman. There is a very large, strong-looking man in a pink dress. There's another human gentleman that's quite a bit smaller, but still pretty tough looking. There's a lizard folk gentleman, and then the woman who's kind of adorned with leaves with a yellowish green painted skin, and kind of twigs in her hair and whatnot. And as he's discussing the haunts, they all look slightly uncomfortable about it. None of them look like super alarmed, but they look a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
What was your question, Segfall?
Yes, my question has to do with incorporealness. Is that something that you can still see, just not interact with?
Right. So specters are more incorporeal, and you can see them when they manifest. Sometimes they won't be seen until they manifest. And as for haunts, which is what this more sounds like to you, haunts tend to be completely invisible for the most part, and the only way you see them is through little strange happenings. So it can be things that seem off will typically indicate that there could be a haunt in the area.
Okay. Next question is see invisibility. Does that register for haunts?
That could register for a specter and for some haunts, but not all.
Okay. Well, I think I might have some tools for dealing with this in my religious toolkit, but I think it might be better to wait until we're closer to the time of the play. After all, I wouldn't want to go against our benefactor's wishes.
Yes, I would quite appreciate that. Thank you. Now, would you like to meet the cast? I'm sure you're quite excited for that.
Indeed.
Please, yes.
Oh, very good. Well, we'll just go around the table here then. We've got our stars. These two, I'm sure you've seen them in something. We've got Yipes and Krella, the two kobold actor extraordinaires. They play single actors, they play individual actors. In this case, they will be doing the extraordinary feat of stacking on top of one another and playing Lucy from the League of the Hunt. I'm sure you heard of her great feats being from the Alliance. Both the kobolds kind of give a little bow and a nod. Next to them here, we have Mubnim Garl. He's going to be playing Gordon, the frightened, cowardly Gord from the League of the Hunt. We've also got Viessa Grell, and he gestures to the gnome woman. She will be playing... Oh, I'm sorry, Viessa Grell. He gestures to the elf. She'll be playing Finley, the party leader from that group. Next to her, we have Pave Stout. She will be playing Fafi. Gestures to the woman adorned in leaves and twigs. This here is Vanessa Croston. She's going to be playing Sapisto, the singing plant. And then over here on the end, this gentleman in the dress is Thorlax Strongarm, former barbarian, now actor extraordinaire, and he's going to be playing Regina, an ordinarily strong elderly woman. Next to him, we have Artur Broyth. He's going to be playing Reiklin, the Goldbloods lead. And then next to him, we have Jaws Gaxel, who will be playing Zarias, the half-dragon lizard folk. And that is
I'm-
everyone.
Wait, you're missing one of the best members. What about that Ned Hara?
Ned Hara, I've... Ah, yes. With once, was he not?
I heard he was incompetent at spellcasting. Didn't know what scrolls he picked up.
Yes, I
What?
think I read that once as well.
He was a master in his craft.
Either way, he'll just be passed over here. We're reenacting some of the key moments of the adventures.
Ah, I see, of course.
So then the Gold Bloods will not be in it at all, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, quite on the contrary. They had some big adventures.
Sure they did.
Well then, that's the cast. Feel free to take a look around. Feel free to grab yourself some refreshments or some food. Feel free to scout the area out. The play starts in 4 hours.
Yes, is there a place I can get bread and water?
Yes, over in the kitchen there. I'm sure that our cook can take care of you.
Can I get an autograph from Yipe and Grella?
They kind of smile and come walking over. Well, of course.
You're masters of disguise. I have studied your work, and it is an honor to be here with you.
And Otis will kind of bow to them. Like,
Yeah, they kind of proudly like puff up a little bit. It's more acrobatics than disguise, but they go hand in hand.
Ah, yes, indeed. Please,
he'll pull out like a poster of them.
Okay. Yeah, they proudly sign it. They've got pretty sloppy signatures.
Hey, that's no judge. Great.
Well then, how about you stop being paparazzi then and go do what you're doing? Go protect.
Actually, before we go, when is the play proper? Is it tonight or tomorrow or
Tonight!
tonight?
in 4 hours.
I have
Indeed.
some preparations that I would like to do in advance then, if you don't mind.
As long as you're not unhaunting the main stage before then, feel free.
Not quite. I will be sanctifying it though, in case we need to engage in any of these spirits. It will not drive them away, but it will give us strength when we engage them in combat.
Yes, I don't quite know about all that mumbo-jumbo religious business, but feel free.
Very well. I will feed myself, and then I will go set about my task.
Yes, try to make it as perfect as you can, lest you disappoint your god.
By the way, remind me, what's Wade's character? His name?
Orion.
Orion. Can I see you for a moment over there?
Sure, yes.
Okay. I pull him off to the side.
Now, if you don't mind closing that door on your way out, we'll be rehearsing lines in here. If you need to question anybody, feel free to just come in and grab them.
Right. I just noticed that you are looking a little pale. Are you feeling under the weather? Should I
No.
prepare a spell to help you with anything?
Oh, no, I've never felt better. I promise you.
Okay.
I do look a little paler, you are correct. But some circumstances called for things to change a little. But no, I feel great. I feel fine.
Okay.
Irina's gonna appear right behind him. The idiot got himself cursed. Let him deal with it.
Whoa, cursed. That sounds very dire.
It's not a curse. She exaggerates everything she says. But no, I feel great. It was a necessary precaution.
I'm sure she's just saying this because she cares about you, but
Yes, Dorian. I care
Yes, she cares
very
so much about me.
much.
look, it's just that when I sanctify the ground, I want to make sure that this wouldn't be putting you in any danger, right?
Just let me know where you sanctify, and I'm sure I can keep Irina out of it. She's the one you really have to worry about here.
Oh.
Or you could leave the sanctifying alone. If you want help, that is.
I
Not
mean,
everything needs a holy blessing on it. It's ridiculous.
It's fine. That's what he does. It's fine. Go ahead. No, do it. Just let us know when you do it, and we don't have to worry about that area for us.
These good gods and their stupid ways.
Said it is fine.
If I may chime in here, indeed, Inspector in Training Wizwazar did one of these sanctifyings, and this was marvelous. It made things walk in the park.
For some, it
One of these
will.
stagehands kind of like raises a hand back over here. I
What?
personally would feel quite comfortable if you sanctified.
Irina's gonna walk over to him.
Supposed to be a private conversation.
I'm sorry, I've been told I have very good ears.
Come here.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't care about your comfort. I care about getting paid and paid well. Go back to what you're doing and leave us be in this conversation. Do you understand?
Don't listen to her. We do care about your comfort. We're here to protect you.
No.
She's not. The rest of us are, and we outnumber her. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just go back to your duties. Leave the sanctifying to this lovely man over
Idiot.
here.
I look awkwardly over at the people who might be listening in, and then back at the two companions. Are either of you undead?
Dear gods, do you have eyes? Do we need to
No.
establish you having eyes?
Okay. I just wanted to know.
We're not
Just
undead.
wanted to know. If that's the case, then this won't affect you at all. You'll be just fine. Everything will go well.
Be better at your religions.
You could be better at your people skills.
I.
And that's saying something coming from me.
Oh,
I'm
really?
sure she's
Otis?
trying her best. I'm sure she just means the best for our
Sure, I'm trying my best.
She's very good at what she does. You're very good at what you do. Okay, now let us focus on what matters here and not getting Irina all worked up for nothing. She does that herself.
I apologize if I caused any distress. Now, if you'll excuse me. I sanctify the ground in a 30-foot burst from the center of the stage.
Also, there was one thing I did want to say. I don't think, sorry, one more thing. But if we get rid of the ghosts all now and just pretend that there are ghosts, it might be better for everyone. I don't think this playwright knows what he's doing, and so if we just do some gusts of wind or something like that afterwards, it would be probably beneficial for all of us.
I was thinking the same thing. We
Oh,
play
that's
the
not
ghosts.
Good. Okay.
Look what you've done.
No, I mean, he's right. Yes, no, he's right.
No, it's a good idea.
Or we let them learn from their naivety, him specifically, and maybe a couple people don't quite make it out of the play. They'll learn.
I mean, there is that too, but payment? I feel like payment would be good.
Don't you have an eye patch to put on so you look even worse than you already do?
Fine. Chase, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the eye patch.
Look, I know you mean
Put
well,
on eye
but
patch, okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think I could sleep well tonight if I knew that I allowed people to get hurt.
Then
The sleeping is fine, but I mean, we like money. So if you talk in terms of money to her, she tends to understand that. Anything else, not really, but money, yes.
This is unusual for me, but I agree with him. Yes, that's perhaps we would get paid better if we didn't let people die.
You know what, Irina? We have 4 hours. How about you go take a nap, and we will handle this. You need one.
Maybe eat something. Shoot.
excuse me?
I'm just, look, I know how it gets to get cranky, and right now you're not treating Dorian very well. When he spoke to me in the tavern, he mentioned how sometimes you abuse him, and that's not okay.
Otis,
I did not say any of this
well,
such. I did not say any of this such. Irina, how about we go check out this room over here, far away from these two? Let these two do what they meant to say.
You can tell that the stagehand is still listening because he like audibly, noticeably cringes.
just like making the go away motion.
Gonna start scooching this direction.
I'm just saying abuse is not okay in any form.
No, Otis.
I'm not abusing this idiot.
She's not. I promise.
Have you asked him if he likes this?
Erin,
It does not matter if he likes it or not. He's
boy.
going to deal with it.
Oh,
That is
okay.
abuse.
Well,
You
you know
can-
what? I am gonna go check out the kitchen right now. I will let you two handle this. Bye. And Dorian's
Why,
just gonna
why are you
skedaddle.
hiding your face, Irina? Are you laughing, perhaps? It's-
Come on, Otis. Help! I'll show you how to consecrate the ground. Just come with me.
Orion, you have my card. Give me a call should you need me.
Oh
He doesn't
yes, I
need
totally
you.
have the card. Yep.
Yeah, Otis will go help sanctify the stage.
Okay. No, that takes 10 minutes. Is that correct?
That is correct to my recollection.
Okay, awesome. All right, and Dorian's heading to the kitchen, you said, correct?
Who is Arena?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Now, where did you put the iPod patch on at, Dorian?
Out by them.
Okay,
then-
and you invested it?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys just see Dorian put an eye patch on. It's never been mentioned. His eyes seem to both work fine, but he puts it on. And as soon as you invest it, Dorian, you get a very good feeling about the stage. Just like your attention almost kind of subconsciously gets drawn there.
Irina,
What?
I feel
Yes?
really good about the stage after I put on the eye patch. Maybe we should check it out before they finish sanctifying it. I know. I just advocated for them to sanctify it, but just to go check it out beforehand. You got like what, 10 minutes or something like that before. It's enough
Yes.
time.
Fine. Let's go.
Good. Do you mind leading me? I can't see very well
Oh
with
my
this. The
God,
depth
you
perception.
can figure it out.
Great. Perfect. Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, we are.
Mhm.
Can
Walk.
Otis hear this? Can he hear this?
I mean, yeah, where you guys at?
Where? We're. Hold on. This
Otis
the
is gonna go
stage.
help him to the stage.
I can help you, my boy.
Don't baby him.
Okay,
Do
fine.
not let him go. He can do this himself. He's got to learn and stop being a spoiled.
No, it's very kind
boy.
of you. It's very kind. Thank you. He's gonna like take your shoulder. Perfect. Sometimes this patch, it just takes a while to get the depth perception to come back.
I thought you were grumpier than this. Your reputation is disappointing me.
And yours is exactly what I expected.
Good.
Good.
Okay. So Dorian's going to the kitchen?
No, if I would have seen this, I would have stopped and had Otis lead me to the stage.
Okay. And Servius is going to go start consecrating this, sanctifying the stage. Is that right?
I have decided for myself that the act of sanctifying takes place with me holding or standing on one hand in the air, and then just like splashing holy water in a circle while like flipping myself with that one hand.
Nice. It's a very, very fancy sanctify. So yeah, so as you guys walk up here, on the stage, you can see there's kind of like a crystal globe in the center that's kind of risen up about 5 feet off the ground. And there's a whole bunch of candles underneath of it, but they're not lit currently. And also you guys can clearly see that right next to it here, there's a trap door, which you imagine is probably leads below stage for props, effects, and whatnot. You guys can also tell there's a large curtain that drops all around this entire circle here on the stage. And so yeah, you begin sanctifying. How long does that take in? Is it 10 minutes, if I recall correctly? Or is it a minute?
I think it's a 10-minute cast. I can look.
10 minute, okay. Yeah, so as you start doing this, you have this terrible feeling like there's just something sinister hanging over your shoulder while you're doing it.
I'm sorry, this is still the sanctified ground thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
It's 1
You're
minute.
mad at me.
1 minute. Okay. Yeah. So for that minute that you're doing it, you just feel kind of a sinister presence over your shoulder. When you complete it, you hear kind of this like right in your ear, and then that feeling fades away.
Did any of you hear that noise just now?
None of
Your
you.
what? Where are you again? Oh,
No.
there you are. Yes. What?
Well, I believe we are heading in the right directions. The spirits seem angry with me.
Great.
Perfect. Yes, let them be angry at you. With the eye patch, does any of the areas still stand out, or is it just gotten to this point and it's good?
Yeah, so you feel drawn to this stage. You're not exactly sure where, but when you put that eye patch on, you feel like there's something here that you're not quite seeing.
Can I perception?
Yep, go ahead and roll me a perception.
It's 19.
19, yeah. No, you don't see anything else except from what I described already.
I thought you said you had a good feeling. I don't see anything.
Well, open your eyes or take the eye patch so I can look.
What are you talking about? What feelings?
Oh, just ghostly feelings.
What do you mean? Describe in detail, sir.
I mean, whatever Servius heard, of course. So I mean, if it's left, obviously we are searching in the wrong spot.
Can Otis roll a perception?
Uh-huh.
Would that be perception or would that be a deception roll?
Oh, that's a good
I mean,
roll.
so with your perception, Otis,
That's a 34.
you can tell that Dorian is bluffing about something. You're not sure what, but he's got a bit of a bluffing voice. Also, you pick up some airflow coming from the trapdoor that leads below stage, which seems a little off.
We have something to address. I don't know if you heard, but I am an inspector. I know when someone is lying to me. Dorian, I'm on your side. You can be honest with me.
Of course. Why would I? I mean, you're my advocate against Irina, so I am definitely on your side.
You're hiding something from me. Now out with it.
Just that there's something around the stage that we should find.
And what does that mean exactly?
I have
Details,
no
sir.
clue. I have no clue. That is the honest truth.
Do I feel like that's the truth?
Yeah, you do.
Well, there's air coming from the vent. The trapdoor.
Great. Irina's gonna go over and is there like a latch to pull on it?
There's like a tiny little nook in the tile there on the stage where you can lift it up. It's pretty well concealed. As you know, it's supposed to just look like a stage, but yeah, you can lift it up.
Okay, I'm going to.
Okay, yeah, so you lift it up. There's a little ladder that leads down. The stage is about just a little over 5 feet high. And so it leads underneath. You can walk around there, maybe having to crouch just a little bit depending on how tall you are. If I remember, Irina's pretty tall, isn't she?
Yeah. She's like 6 foot, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she might have to hunch over a little bit, but yeah, you can walk around down there.
Yeah,
There's
she
some
will.
props and there's some costumes and is anybody else going down there?
Otis will follow.
So Dorian will as well.
You with your eye patch, you can stay up there.
Okay, fine. I'll go
What?
check out the food.
What was that eye patch do?
Gives him good feelings.
And Otis, before you go,
Yes?
I just want to say that I hope nothing bad happens to you, and I cast status on him.
Well, it's kind of tingly, but that feels great. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, yeah, so Otis, when you go down there, that's odd triggers. There's floorboards below here that you're walking on, and you can trace that kind of air current is coming from below a couple of the floorboards.
Is it just Otis and Irina down there?
Yes.
Irina, do you feel that?
Do I feel it now that he says something?
Roll perception.
17. Wow. Feel what?
There's some air coming from below. I did some research before coming, and there may be a haunt present. If we can figure out how to put it to rest, then we will solve this mystery.
Wouldn't that be going against our employer's wishes if we put the hunt to rest right now?
But our employer wants us to put people's life in danger. We can make this job easy breezy. Do you want to lift up one of those floorboards for me?
Sure. I'll lift up a floorboard.
While she's lifting it up,
Tell me, why do you insist on bullying Dorian?
It's not bullying.
Just because you say it's not, it doesn't mean it's bullying. I'm just wondering why.
Dorian Nile is a self-righteous idiot who needs to be reminded that he is merely mortal, and that is all.
Have you tried telling him so?
Several times.
I suggest that you remove phrases like idiot from your vocabulary and just call him self-righteous.
I quite am fond of the word idiot.
Indeed, but Dorian, he's a good guy.
He's an idiot.
You got that floorboard up yet?
Yes.
So yeah, as you're lifting the floorboard up, it looks like there's actually a few of them that lift up next to one another. You can see something is wrapped like a burlap sack below the floorboards.
Don't touch it.
can I perceive it?
Huh? It looks like a burlap sack that's full of something about, I don't know, like probably about Otis's size.
I'll cast Detect Magic on it.
Oh, good.
What level does your detect magic give anything except for the what does detect magic give at this level?
See, I am up to 3rd level. I know the School of Magic from the highest effect within the range.
Okay. So Otis, with your perception, you can tell that is clearly where the airflow is coming from, but it doesn't look like it should. There's nothing that should be producing airflow. Arena, it is magical in that sack. There is an aura of transmutation.
Well, it's magical.
Perhaps
Can I
we should get
touch it now?
Dorian to touch it. If anything's wrong, it seems like something you'd want to do.
Dorian!
No, that was a test. You're supposed to say no. You.
No! Dorian!
Dorian, you hear Arena shouting.
Yes, what do you want?
Come here.
Oh, I can come down now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. He'll come down.
You don't have to if you don't want. Oh, fine.
Trust me, it's just easy if I listen sometimes.
You're
Oh, yes, you should come too.
Yes, a Rory boy, come.
You don't have to if you don't want to, though.
She means well. She means well.
Dorian,
Yes, Aaron, what do you want?
come touch this.
Right.
Now,
There's just a burlap sack in the floor. Just
pick
got,
it up.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
not
are you too
joking.
scared? Oh, you're scared. That's okay. Let me do it for you, oh little scared one.
Go for it. If that is what makes you feel better, touch the damn sack.
He'll touch it as he stares straight at Irina the whole time.
Okay. Everybody roll me perceptions.
I'm having a hard time keeping a straight face during this.
Hey, Chase, sorry, I'm trying to find the stats for the eye patch. It gives me a -2 perception, right?
It takes you down a step of training.
Ah, even better. Okay.
28, 29 if it's part of my case.
Okay. Yeah, so we've got 29, 29, 34.
34.
You guys all see that when Dorian touches us, he very, very faintly glows green for a second. But Dorian, you feel fine.
See, nothing to worry about.
And
Well,
don't
you're
notice anything,
possessed.
Dorian.
Can I recall knowledge religion to see if that rings a bell?
Yeah, go ahead and roll religion.
I'll do that too.
I'd like to recall occultism because this feels very occulty.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean,
You want me to roll it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll it.
I have a 28 religion.
25.
So
25.
Otis, it doesn't appear to be a curse or anything. Nothing rings a bell for you. Service and Arena, this feels like a haunt, but you're not really sure exactly what just happened.
You look great.
If anything
Perfect.
feels off, Dorian,
I've-
don't hesitate to come to me.
Right. Perfect. Can I see what's in the bag?
Yes, that was the next step. Open the
Not
bag.
for you. I'm sorry. I opened it. It's mine.
Do you see, Otis? Do you see why I call him idiot? He just stands there, waits for direction.
I wouldn't call him idiot, but I'm starting to understand your relationship.
Thank you.
Can you fill me in later?
Whose side are you
I
on?
think I'm missing something here.
They're in a relationship together, and well,
No.
Oh, I
No.
see.
No.
I get it.
You
That
will
makes sense
stop.
now.
You will both stop
Oh,
this
well, I
assumption
wish-
quite immediately.
it's
Well, what's
quite
wrong,
clear-
Irina? You don't want anyone finding out.
You want to have this discussion right now.
Of course we do. Then what better place? No one can hear
You
us.
do need to have the talk. Otis and I can head right out. Don't worry.
Absolutely not. We will steal
Yes,
this
please
discussion.
do. It's fine. No, of course.
no,
We'd
that's
like some
give
own
the two
time
up
to
first in space.
discuss our status.
So Dorian, as you're discussing, I imagine you're slowly pulling what's out of this burlap.
Oh yes, I've been
It's
taking this advantage.
It's quite heavy. You can see there is just a gorgeous breastplate inside this burlap sack. It is etched with magical runes. It is bright and shiny and a mixture of silver and gold with just a very beautiful red and green embroidered rose on the front of it.
Ergothoa?
Ah, beautiful.
No, it doesn't look Ergothoa to you.
What god does it look like?
It actually doesn't look like one,
Oh, good.
which you would just know because you're a cleric.
Dorian will lift it out and kind of brace it up onto himself, just look like dress, but not wear it. Just check it out. Hey, look.
So these are pretty common runes. You guys would all recognize this is a very expensive piece of armor. This is a +1 resilient glamored breastplate.
Is the wind still blowing?
It is, and now it seems to be blowing from Dorian.
Did anyone mention the possible haunt? Like, because Otis met with Dora and Wiz in downtime, or before this mission, and learned about haunts. Can he roll a knowledge to see if he can identify any anything?
Yeah, you would actually. So when you feel like the breeze move from Dorian, like his hair's not blowing, his clothes aren't blowing, but it's clearly coming from him. And with the green glow, it feels like a haunt to you as well when you're recalling back to your discussion with Dora and Wiz.
We must figure out what to do with this breastplate. It is connected to something deep.
I mean, we could sell it after this, unless
We
you want to
could-
wear it.
Cannot sell it. We must cleanse it. That's what Dora said. Cleanse it.
I can cleanse it later.
For what?
When
There
you
was no
turn to
need
look back at
cleanse it.
Irina after talking to Otis, Dorian, you can see that there is a gentleman dressed in thespian clothing, very pale skin, just standing directly behind her, looking over her shoulder at you.
Oh, hello, kind sir. I
Do we
didn't
see him?
see you. Walk
Nobody
up.
else sees him, and he just stares at you, Dorian.
Dorian,
Yes. Can I
who
help
are you
you?
talking to?
Irina. Hi, sir. What is your name?
He just stares.
Okay. Perfect. I love the getting into the acting mood, of course. Yes.
Actually, hold on. Is there a check I should make to see if the person is under the effects of a haunt?
Yeah. In fact, with the way that he's acting strange, talking to nobody, you, with your knowledges you've been making before, you would figure he probably is.
What, are you telling me none of you can see this gentleman standing behind Irina?
Do you know why?
Because you're blind. And I have the eye patch on, so that's saying something.
You touched a haunted relic.
He pulls out a dagger from his side, and he slowly moves it to the front of Irina's neck.
Irina, I would duck if I were you. I'm gonna pull out my rapier and be like, "Aye. Now, don't do anything harsh."
Do you duck, Irina?
Yeah.
Does Otis see this happening?
You don't see a person there. I mean,
But,
you see Dorian and Irina having this entire conversation.
If he pulls his rapier out, Otis wants to just dive at the spot he's looking at with ghost touch gloves and see if he can grab anything.
Okay. Yeah, so when you do that, you do physically grab something, and you see this gentleman drops the dagger, Dorian, and looks a little bit surprised. The dagger, as it's falling, just kind of disappears, as does he eventually. So, Otis, you feel like you grabbed onto something physical, but then your hand just eventually moved through it.
What did you see, Dorian?
Well, you grabbed him on the ankle. So I'm assuming you saw him too. It was a gentleman. He kind of had a knife to Irina's throat. And yes, you're welcome for alerting you. I could have let him slit, but I didn't. I didn't. Let that be noted. I warned you.
I did not see him.
Yeah, well, you did a great job grabbing something you could not see.
Also, real quick, Leaf is watching over you all and has maxed the affirmation bar to the hero side.
Thanks, Leaf.
Congratulations, you grabbed solid air.
No, he definitely grabbed something. He could attest to that.
I
You did make it disappear, though.
I saved your life, Irina.
Yeah. So try to be thankful, grateful, something. I know it's hard for you.
Sorry, do you think that you could describe the person that you saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looked like Chase.
Yeah. So, very pale face, very bright lips, a little bit of like eyeliner and makeup around the eyes, slicked back blonde hair, very sharp features, very nice kind of poofy thespian clothes. Very handsome gentleman.
I'm just wondering if maybe this person has something to do with the curse. If we can learn more about this curse, then perhaps we can figure out a way to prevent it from disrupting the performance too much.
Irina's gonna pull out her bag of holding. In the meantime, put it in the burlap sack and then put it in this bag.
Fine, fine.
Now.
I'm doing it. Calm down. I agree with you and you still get mad. What do you want from me?
You know what I want from you.
Oh, boy.
Perhaps you should do
Not
the
in
buzz
front of
and
everyone else, please, dear.
Tell him what you want. Don't assume he knows.
This is
Oh,
not-
I'm abundantly clear on what she wants, actually. For once. I know. It's quite
Yes.
shocking.
Go fix my volume just a sec.
I will stand back and
Yeah, Dorian will go
Yes.
ahead and put the breastplate in the burlap sack, and then into whatever bag that Irina
Bag of
wanted.
holding.
Bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah. Goes back in there. You still feel the breeze coming from Dorian, Otis.
I am back. Please let
And
me
it's not affecting his hair?
Nope.
I mean, come on. It gets hot and it still doesn't give him the hair. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Was there any identifying marks on that breastplate to like maybe sometime in history or when this theater was run down?
Yeah, actually, I guess, Otis, when you look at the rose, that is actually the symbol that was on the sign of the old theater. Do you remember seeing that as a young pup?
that rose was I grew up with that rose at this theater. Perhaps this hunter's upset that they have recoined it.
Well, we can go up and talk to people. Since this one here has seen something, maybe we can bring that to the idiot who wants to keep the ghosts around.
The one who wants to keep the ghost around, yes.
Yes, the idiot who wants to keep the ghosts around. I know what I said.
I
There you go.
wasn't saying you didn't. I'm just it's a process. We'll get there together.
Before we go, Servius does a quick check to see if there are any like bones or anything like that around. Maybe in the bag, maybe in the.
Good idea.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
Where is that on here? It is. I got a 34.
Nice. So you do see one other thing that was actually missed in the floorboards. One more floorboard actually moves. That's not actually uncovering any more of the hole. But underneath the floorboard, there is a badge, kind of like a patch, like a syllable patch with that same rose symbol on it.
I think I found something else that you all missed. This patch.
Irina will come over and hold her hand out for it.
I thought I told you to pick up the robots, Arena. How did you miss that
Right?
one?
It was your whole job. You had one
Your
job to
eyes
do, and you
not work,
couldn't even
Arena?
check it.
What? How does it feel? Probably not good, right?
I could kill you all right now. I won't, but I could.
Your
Can I
empty threats
see
don't
the-
faze me.
Can I see the patch?
There you go.
Great. She'll go back up.
Okay. He takes the badge and goes back up.
Oh, whatever.
Does she turn green?
Oh,
No, she doesn't. Not
Fine.
that you guys see.
Otis goes up too.
Okay.
She's gonna definitely march into the rehearsal room unceremoniously
Knock, knock, knock.
and toss the patch down onto the table and look at Hubert.
Otis is right behind her.
Explain this.
You better explain it. I can't hold her back.
I do believe that that is the symbol of the old theater. The one that closed down. It was a family symbol. What are those called? Not an heirloom. Anyways, of the old theater owner. He was the head
Crest.
playwright. He owned the theater.
What did he look like?
He'll give a description that matches pretty much spot on with what Dorian explained.
Congratulations, that's who you have hunting this place.
Oh. Well, that's odd. I wonder why that would be happening. He didn't even work here in the end. Got
Can I,
fired.
can I sense motive? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, I'll roll some secret perception checks for those. Is everybody doing it here?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Otis has entered good cop, bad cop right now mode.
Okay. So yeah, so you know Otis and Servius, you guys pick up that he actually looks the slightest bit nervous. But he does seem like he's telling the truth. But seems like he's trying to not break a sweat.
Give us a minute, sir. We're outside.
What does Irina see?
He seems like he's telling you about the old playwright. Nothing seems
Otis
too off.
will pull you all out of this room and shut the door.
What?
I don't know if any of you saw this, but when you went in there, he got nervous when you threw the patch down.
Yes.
I think there's more to this than meets the eye.
And not the normal kind of nervous that happens around you. It was the other kind of nervous. I think he might have done something, if you catch my drift.
Great. I'll go back in and make him talk. She starts digging
Wait,
around for the
wait,
manacles that she
Hold
got.
on, let's no, hold on.
Oh. Actually,
What?
those could work. Those could work.
She
I
pulls
fully-
him out and holds him.
I
What
fully
am I
support
waiting
this idea,
for?
but we must have a plan.
Yeah, we're going to put this on him and interrogate him. Is there need to be more of a plan?
You'd have a hard time lying in those.
Look, if it turns out that he didn't do the thing, and I'm going to give a knowing look at Dorian about an earlier conversation, then he probably won't pay us.
If he's doing something illegal, we can't let it stand.
She slowly puts the
course,
manacles back
course.
in.
I'm just
I don't
saying-
have problems with breaking the law.
I'm just saying we should take this delicately so that we know what we're up against. We can deal with legal matters afterwards.
Fine. Then we go back in and we ask him kindly.
Just use your... You talk normal. It'll work.
You keep the manacles out, though. I forgot to mention the cast looks nervous about all of this. I don't know if they're on board.
She'll go back into the room with the manacles back out.
Otis will follow.
Otis, that is the best she's ever listened to someone. Good job.
Thanks, Dorian.
I'm here for
Hubert,
Yes.
come with us. We have questions.
Very well. Well, be quick at least. We still have so much to get ready.
Dorian will help. Right, Dorian? You'll help them practice lines.
Oh yes, I would love
Dorian
to.
can-
I don't know if you know this, but my mom is actually a very famous actress.
Irina's just gonna walk back out and not care.
He's gonna
Also,
grab
I-
the script from the man as he leaves.
I've
Perfect.
heard, Servius, aren't you well versed in the theater?
Oh yes, I was just about to say I'd love to help you all run lines. I'm gonna give a wink at Otis and like,
So it's Dorian and Servius staying back. Both of you roll me performs, or if you have like a relevant lore.
"Ah, that was a terrible roll. Oh well, I got a 16.
So
Nat
can-
3.
Okay.
So I have the feat that's the acrobatic performer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually,
Can I spin it to use that instead? In this point?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
yeah.
Yep,
First,
go.
what am I rolling for in particular?
So this is to run lines.
Help run lines.
Okay.
Mhm.
No.
I
Not
mean, like-
important enough to use a hero point on. Although I do have one to burn.
It's true.
Dorian got an 18.
You know
So-
what? You know what? I have to one up that.
Okay.
Hero point.
Okay. Hero point for.
Yeah.
Remember your
Three
plus
upper.
2 from chat.
21.
Don't forget your plus 2s.
Yes, indeed. So that's a 20. So it's a 23 from the hero point, and then a
a
25
20.
because of the chat affirmation.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah,
got
no,
20.
Got me that.
Servius, you were like better than the actors. In fact, they are not that great. Like you're running some lines. A couple of them are good. The woman who's playing Sapisto, the singing plant, is quite good, as is the elf who is playing Finley. The rest. Oh, and so the red kobold here, Krella, is the one who is doing Lucy's lines, and she's also actually quite good. The rest of them are terrible. They seem like novices. And then Dorian, you're not really doing.
I got a 20. Sorry. It's a 20, not an 18.
You're not doing
just-
great with the lines, but you were like have so much energy that like people are getting excited.
Yeah, I figure he's very physical when he acts it out. So he's like up on the table, he's down, he's around, he's dancing as he does it.
Very nice. Okay, what are you two doing when you bring the playwright out?
We take him into that basement.
Okay. Need to be shown a tour. I have stage hands for this.
This way, we just have some questions.
Very well.
You first.
He'll go down.
Irina will go down next.
Otis will follow.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go play the stage. Are you pulling up floorboards? Did you do this?
Maybe.
We're asking the questions. Irina?
Why are you so nervous about this whole thing? I thought you liked the ghosts being around.
I mean, I do like the ghosts, but of course one's nerves raise with ghosts. It's not as if I welcome them as what they are, just I welcome the concept of pulling off a haunted play.
She'll glance over at Otis.
You all are lying to us. What do you know of this symbol? What have you done here?
Of the symbol. It's sharp one. You said inspector, are you?
Yes,
But Otis will actually roll intimidate with his law and order.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me and intimidate.
I am an inspector of the law, sir.
That's a 29, and I get a success higher than what I got.
Okay. Yeah, so his eyes kind of widen and he has like kind of a hard swallow as he gulps. All right, now, don't be getting me mixed up with anything foul. Not directly. I do know this old playwright. His name was Theodore, just as the little stagehand here claims his name to be. He just wants to be like him. But he did have an early demise, which was indirectly caused by me. I didn't murder the man. Just, I may have bluffed about where the interview was to take over this place, and on his way to the fake interview, he met his end.
Interesting.
You did kill him.
It is not murder to trick one in an interview. I didn't trick him into anything dangerous. He got jumped by some thugs.
Where did you send him?
Just down some false path. I don't even know. I made up a map, and I guess it led him to some sketchy part of town.
You don't know where you led him? And he believed this bluff of yours?
Yes, he was quite gullible.
Then he probably deserved his demise.
Well, he was a good man, but I suppose if you fall for such a foolish thing.
I have something to tell you. This haunt is not one that will bless your theater, sir. This haunt is, what did you say? His name was Theodore?
Yes, Theodore.
This is Theodore at work. You caused this. It will not bring you luck. We must stop it immediately, sir.
No, if Theodore's upset, it's not going to stop my play.
No, but Irina will.
He lost this interview fair and square, I'll have you, even if it mean he died. Bless his soul and all that, but it's not going to stop the play. The show must go on.
Must it go on with a few less performers than you were hoping?
What are you threatening me?
No, I'm simply wondering.
The actors are all ready to perform. I don't understand.
Hmm.
I am paying you to protect them.
You are.
If they die,
Yeah.
it will come out of your pay.
But we are respecting your wishes, are we not, Otis?
We-
Respecting the wishes of the contract. If you want this to go on with the show, as you said, then we will let it happen. It just is a matter of how many actors you would like to survive this thing. You're
Oh.
the one who set the terms of the contract. We are simply following those terms. I'm
So what do
sorry,
you
did I
say?
misunderstand?
What do you request? You're wanting to deal with it ahead of time?
Indeed. And
He
we
does.
we both do.
You know the success of this play could up your pay as well. And if you
It-
get rid of the good luck, the pay will be less. It'll hurt sales.
This is not good luck, sir. Are you listening to what we are saying?
I wonder, does your audience have a penchant for bloodshed?
Is there a splash zone?
I thought you were professionals.
We are.
You can't
Against-
prevent a little bloodshed from some go.
I thought you were a professional, sir.
Simply asking a wondering question.
Very well, if you think it must be dealt with ahead of time, then so be it.
Here is what will
But
happen, sir.
I have one condition. Full pay, you may deal with it ahead of time. You don't speak of this to anyone, understand? I didn't do anything wrong, but I still don't want word getting out about it.
If you increase our pay, then we won't speak of it.
He's
Right.
correct.
Just by a bit, 5%.
10%, and we will go no lower.
10%? Are you mad? Do you even know how much I'm paying you?
I believe my colleague said that we'll take 10%. He is a man of the law. I, on the other hand, I don't care.
But your alliance does, and I know this for a fact. I researched it.
Ah, but if you tell the
You
Alliance,
can't touch me.
Oh, the Alliance. She gets closer and she pulls out her Eternal Sleep dagger and just kind of twirls it in her hand.
she'll use it. She'll use it. You can stop this.
You did not do much research then. It is
Roll into
very
the arena.
cute.
Can Otis assist?
Oh, yeah. Good cop, bad cop.
It's bad. It's a 13.
I'll let you use a hero point on this if you'd like, Otis. to let her reroll.
+2.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
15.
I do want to let her
Yeah?
roll. Otis also assists with a 20.
Okay. Hero point for Otis. Oh, no. Okay, well, let's see. So you're at a 15, 17, 18 between Chat, the hero point, and Otis assisting.
Okay.
He kind of looks nervously back and forth. Very well. Let's call it 1,000 even.
Does that equal 10% more?
It's like 9 and some change.
I believe 10% is what we are asking for. Do not take us for what you are.
We
Fine,
will.
but I'm not offering you a job anymore. You're
No,
back-
no, no. Wait a minute. If you don't offer us a job, then You
Not
want
this
us
job,
to keep silent?
no, I
You're
will still-
paying for our silence, sir.
No,
Do you
I
not
will-
know how this works?
No, I will keep this contract intact, but her face is incredible.
She was born with it.
Not the looks of it, but that deathly stare. I
What
can't
if?
find that in trained talent.
I'll tell you what. If you still offer us jobs and pay us the 10%, then Irina and Dorian will replace a couple of your actors.
Is that true?
No.
And Servius as well. They plus if we're up there, they can help stop the haunts in the act. In fact, this is a great idea. You can choose which actors we will replace.
I don't know if you'll have time to learn the lines.
That would take an extra 2% to make that happen, Otis.
Do you want her face up? 2%?
I suppose you could replace Finley. She's not very exciting. Well,
So we're agreed at an extra 12% pay.
now 12% instead of the 10% prior, yes?
Correct.
Very well. I
Extra
can agree to
2%.
this.
Fine.
Shake on it.
How about we seal it with a hard candy?
Is that a tradition?
You've never sealed with a hard candy?
Well, sounds delightful. Let's do it then.
Otis pulls out some candies.
Irina, if you want the deal, you must have a candy.
I'm not eating a candy.
I must take this tradition from you, may I?
Of course you may.
So much better than a handshake. Much more sanitary. May we leave this cavern now, please?
Yes.
First, will you do me a favor and apologize to Theodore right here, right now, out loud, for all the harm you have caused him, for bluffing him?
Sincerely, preferably.
Is that going to help? He was a fool.
And you'll be one too if you don't do this.
Hey, Dorian, you stop acting with your lines and you just start aimlessly walking towards the stage.
Oh,
Perfect.
yes.
Dorian, what are you? Okay, everybody, hold on. I need to. Dorian, I have a thing to sort out. Out there. Stay here.
Okay. I'll write him a formal letter later and I'll leave it on the stage or something.
I don't know if you misheard Irina, but she spoke pretty clearly, and I suggest you listen.
To apologize?
Out loud,
What do I even say? Sorry you're a fool for getting yourself killed?
Yep.
Well, that would be part of it, but I don't claim to have any experience in this nonsense. Oh, what does he say?
You sincerely apologize for undercutting him with a bluff, sending him the wrong way. You did not win this theater out of right, and you admit to that. And you tell him you're deeply sorry, and that you will be dedicating this theater in his name and his family.
So as Otis is explaining the apology, Dorian is walking straight for the trap door. He's not responding to anything. He's just kind of beelining it. Draws his rapier as he gets close to the stage steps.
Dorian,
Irina,
no! I start running after him and try and do some sort of disarm combat maneuver.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me an athletics.
I can do that.
I figure you guys hear the clomp, clomp, clomp of his footsteps above you.
could Irina recognize his step pattern just from working with him? I
His
don't know.
possessed step pattern.
What's your athletics DC, Dorian?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I got a
it
14.
Oh, that's definitely not. 23.
Oh boy.
A 23. Okay. Yeah, no, it's like Dorian is just too trained with this rapier. He just kind of gets away from it. And
Dorian's coming down! Everyone!
I suggest
The
you hurry.
thing?
Irina will turn around and have her shield and short sword drawn. Otis and them being here, and then she's like,
Dorian has an actor mother. He'll see my point of view on this. Can we at least discuss with him?
He is not Dorian right now.
Yeah, so Dorian, you crawl down the ladder there, and Dorian's eyes just go pale white. The guy looks terrified and just kind of starts like muttering words. Dorian, you go like running towards him with a rapier drawn. It's okay, man. I'm sorry, Theodore. I'm very sorry that I got you killed and I led you astray.
And you're going to dedicate this theater in his name?
I will dedicate this play in your name.
The theater?
The theater. The theater? Yes, the theater. And when he finishes that, Dorian, you snap out of it. You go right back into acting the lines that you were doing just a minute ago.
Get back!
Shut up.
What?
Shut up.
Where am I? What? I'm back down here.
Yes. Yeah, we almost got to conclude our business. Shame.
What's...
She's
Okay.
got her like short sword and shield out, like threatening you.
Do you mind?
Go
I was here first.
away. You were not.
Clearly I was.
Come on,
Are you
Dorian.
going to kill me?
Finish our lines.
No, of course not, sir. Why would I kill the
Dorian?
one that's going to pay us? Anyway, yes, I guess we must go finish our lines, Servius.
Yes.
Thank you for taking care of that. May we leave this place now?
Well,
As Dorian turns to walk away, that ghostly figure stays in his place where he was standing. You can all see him now, except for Dorian because he just turned away.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Some apology for before.
He kind of just turns and kind of slowly looks around at all of you. As he does so, his face, which looks pale but mostly human and intact, starts to kind of like decay away and leave like a rotting skull in its place, and it's just going to say, "Wear it," and then it fades away.
Do you have the breastplate still?
I do.
Put it on, sir.
She'll...
Put it on. Why?
Can I perception the ghost and see if he's meaning us or him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
34.
It looked like he was looking towards the playwright,
Okay.
Hubert.
The ghost wanted you to put it on.
Could it be the patch that he was wanting?
He used to act in his armor and his badge. Perhaps he wants me to do so in the play.
Fine, but we are taking it as compensation when we go as well.
No, I believe we should leave it here with the theater.
Oh, just take it.
See.
Put his old
Sure.
grumpy soul to rest.
She'll pull it out, though, for your performance.
And need I remind you, sir, that should you bring this up with the Alliance, they will learn of your play not being cursed, and everything that happened here, and our silence will be null and void.
Very
But
well, just
you
you'll get a
will.
2% increase. You can take this armor. In fact, I would prefer you did. Get this cursed business. You can deal with your professionals, do you not?
We do. And you will make sure that the Alliance knows only good things that we've done for you, and your recommendation that we continue to do so.
But you don't have to lie, sir.
Now
It's
you
not
want
lying.
now you want good word of mouth?
Yes.
No, we don't.
We do, Otis.
You want to bribe me and then say thank you for it.
Nope.
Yes, we
this-
do. We do.
We are leaving now, Arena. We are leaving.
No.
But
We have information on you, remember?
Very well.
that
We will
we,
tell the Alliance that we have done good here. We have.
we are not using this information. We've already made a deal with it. Sir, please put the armor on and the patch.
I will wear them during the play, and yes, I will give you your good word of mouth. She's
Great.
going to cut my throat if I don't. Do you see her eyes?
I wouldn't let her cut your throat.
How can you sleep at night with that cold stare so near you?
Have you heard of Dora from the Alliance, sir?
No.
She's a giant, biggest woman I've ever seen. I single-handedly removed her from a building. I think I could protect your life.
Goodness gracious.
That
Very
he
well.
knows of.
I would like to get out of this hole now. Very uncomfortable.
Fine. Well, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, he'll go climbing out.
Do the candles stay lit now?
They don't. As you see, you still see the people struggling with those.
Where's Dorian? And I cannot remember your name. I'm so
Servius.
sorry. Servius.
Yeah, where did you guys go? Did you guys just head back to go start doing lines again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing lines. We're keeping the actors entertained.
The actors look like way happier than when you guys left. They're getting into their lines. They look like they're picking up some tricks from the both of them. They're getting more animated from Dorian, and they're kind of enunciating better from Servius.
Otis wants to listen in and hear a little bit of this.
Yeah, the current bit that they're going back and forth acting a bit of the League of the Hunt fighting a bunch of Medusas, and the Gold Bloods sacrificing Sapisto to a Hydra.
Can Otis get a real time account of this? Like he just wants to listen.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, like you want like actual lines and whatnot. You know, when you guys come back up, they'll kind of pause and just like look at you. And Hubert goes walking in.
Well played.
Oh, is he wearing the armor right now?
Yeah, he's kind of been putting it on and he's been walking over there.
I give a very concerned look to Otis, and yeah.
He slaps the badge on as well.
We figured it out, at least. The evil hunt. There may be still some things happening around the theater, but rest assured that we are here for you.
Oh, that's great news. How much longer do we have?
Yeah, how long did this all take?
After all of this, I imagine about 2.5 hours.
Ooh.
Okay. Otis, can I see you for a sec?
Of course, of course.
And the rest of you actually stay here this time, please.
Right.
Otis, are you sure that it's a good idea to have him act in the haunted armor?
We met with the man who used to wear the armor. He
Okay.
told him to wear it.
And can I just get like a quick recap of, like, I was listening, so I know out of character, but
Mhm.
I assume you fill him in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That is a very unfortunate tale. How could someone be so awful?
That's what I thought, but I will tell you, between you and me, I would take Irina on a job in this anytime. She's a great bad cop.
I don't think that I would want to be called that, but I'm sure she'd be flattered. Anyways,
Terrible lover, good bad
I
cop.
do have a couple of questions, though. First and foremost, how did the armor get here?
I'm ashamed to admit that I didn't think of that.
Strange. Hopefully that's nothing. If you don't mind, I might want to consult with Yorori to see if this wearing that armor is a good idea. It's a little bit soon for me to be convening with the gods, but we might want to have a plan if this turns out to be a bad idea.
Of course. While you consult him, I'll go ask how the armor got here.
Okay. Very well. I'll leave you to it. By the way, thanks again for taking me with. I know that's. I'm glad that you could put my faith in me after what happened.
Of course. Listen, my boy Leaf once killed a man who was almost a werewolf, maybe both, and I still love him.
Okay, well, I am deeply honored by your loyalty and good faith. Thank you.
Indeed. Find out what you can about this haunt, and I will go see where this breastplate came from. Good eye, sir, good eye. I would take you as an apprentice, but I already have one.
Thank you.
All right. I think this is a good place for our break. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick 15-minute rest. So we'll be back here just shortly after about 9:10, everybody. So we will see you in a few. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we are back up, everybody. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are currently playing Tabletop Treasure Hunters Pathfinder 2e. And if you are not sure exactly where we're going with the story tonight, the heroes are investigating a play that's about to happen that has been haunted. So far, they have met the actors who are playing all of the characters from season 1 of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. The playwright, they found out, accidentally led the previous playwright of this theater before it was renovated to an early demise. They discovered the ghost of this previous playwright, found his armor, found a badge bearing the same symbol as his armor, and kind of shook down the playwright to let them start dealing with the haunts before the play, to get him to wear the armor because that's what the ghost asked them to do. And also bargained for more pay, good word of mouth, and to keep the breastplate and badge. So all in all, pretty good deal. When we left off, I believe we had Servius and Otis discussing. Is that who's discussing?
They
outside?
just finished.
Yeah, we had
just
Oh,
finished
yeah.
discussing.
I had been caught up. I assume Servius at some point, once he heard about the increased gold, was secretly grateful that he wasn't there for that.
Right. Yeah. So that's where we're at. Dorian was running lines with people again. Is that right?
Yep. Until the playwright got back. Then I'm
Arena's
assuming he would have taken over.
Cool.
And
Yeah,
Servius is
back in
gonna talk to Iori.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have the spell augury,
Mhm.
but that only works in the next 30 minutes. So I want to do that like right before the curtains go up.
Okay. Awesome. Very cool. All right. Yeah. And what are you guys doing here?
A couple questions on the stuff that we just did. Did the wind stop blowing?
Roll a perception.
To fill wind, I got it. Here we go.
Yeah. It's very subtle. It's like some very subtle airflow.
34.
It's not coming from Dorian anymore.
What about the armor?
It is coming from the playwright.
Yeah, okay. Lotus doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Actually, he does want to ask, with Irina there, the playwright.
Do you know how this armor got in this building, sir?
I imagine he stored it underneath for the props. I don't know how it got missed.
Does it seem honest?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why he's storing it under the floorboards.
I suggest you put on the performance of a lifetime.
Would you expect anything else from me?
Well,
One does not play in his own play unless he is highly competent. Now, please go do anything else that you need to take care of, as we may have discussed.
Otis will tell Irina when he's gone that the wind is still happening.
that's unfortunate for him, isn't it?
Do you think that it will stop the haunt if he performs wearing this armor?
Maybe. I guess we'll find out when the play actually goes.
Let's
After he
ask
dies.
Servius and Dorian, what do they think?
Dorian won't know.
We haven't asked him, so we don't know.
I guarantee you Dorian will not know.
Otis will call them over, unless Dorian's way too occupied with lines.
I mean, he kind of has to drag himself away from it, but he'll come over eventually.
Yeah, as for Servius, so what he's doing is he's just scouting things out. He's messing with the candles a bit. He's trying to see if there's anything that can tip him off. I don't need any information from that right now, though.
Okay. I will give you some, though. I mean, so you're kind of looking around like the stage area, messing with the candles and whatnot.
Yeah.
The candles stay, like, are you trying to light any or put any
Well,
out?
yeah, I'm trying to put them back, see if that's going. Because you mentioned that they were like they're still in threes in various spots, but I don't know if anybody tried to fix them.
They should be in threes, but some of them, especially near the play hands, are not. They're either in twos or fours.
Okay, yeah, then the other way.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, when you try to like blow some out to make pairs of threes, they seem to stay.
Okay.
But then like as you make your round around again, you can see that they are not anymore. But like when you see the play hands trying to do it, they mess with it and they immediately come back up.
Okay. Not ominous at all. Does like pipe organ music start up in the background or?
Nope. It's pretty eerily quiet here aside from people echoing and practicing their lines.
Okay. Sounds good.
The haunt may not be gone, but there's still some wind coming from his breastplate. Should we be concerned?
I mean, he is a bit of a blowhard, right? Hi, kid.
Do either of you know anything about this?
Arena, that's when you're supposed to laugh. That was funny. It's okay. Next time. You'll get it next time.
No,
worry.
don't worry. I can see the mirth in her eyes.
Yeah, it flickered. But no, the wind, that's the first I'm hearing of it, so that's weird.
It was on you. What do you mean the first time hearing of
What
it?
do you mean it was on me?
I told you.
Well, I don't listen to you on, precepts, so just...
You don't remember turning green and wind blowing off of you?
Nope. Nope.
This is just another case for me calling him idiot. I'm going to point out.
I won't stop you.
Sometimes haunts act in mysterious ways. It's likely that he couldn't have noticed.
No, he's an idiot.
Whatever, we're wasting time. She calls me an idiot no matter what I do, so don't worry about that.
I throw a look over at Dorian. It says, if you need help, just ask.
Blink twice.
We should probably split up and see what we can find in this theater.
Yes, I'll go to the kitchen. I'm sure there's lots of fonts there.
It was the kitchen, and where was the other spot? The
game room.
The game room.
Yes,
That's what they
I'm feeling
mentioned.
peckish. I'll go to the kitchen as well. Perhaps we can find something together.
Perfect, like food. I mean, yes, ghosts, haunts.
And after my own heart.
Looks like it's you and me again, Irina.
Looks to be.
Oh, thank heaven. I mean, oh yay, good. Go have fun, you two.
What about the Hydra? Does it not? It's not like.
Do you want to go check out the Hydra or the game room?
We can go check out this Hydra.
I concur.
Okay. So Dorian and Servius are going to the kitchen, and Otis and Irina are going to the Hydra. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so we'll go with Dorian and Servius. You guys get into the kitchen. There's some nice food being laid out. It doesn't look quite like this map. It's more laid out in like platters that are kind of open for grabbing. You see a little female gnome walking around, kind of keeping things neat and tidy. As you walk in, you can kind of see somebody bustling around in the kitchen back here. Hey, you have tickets?
We're here as guests of the Playwrights.
Yes, we're doing a good job for them.
Oh, you're the protection.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel free to, I'd say help yourselves, but try to keep it looking neat until actual guests get here. But you are welcome to the food.
Oh, of course. First things first, though. Have you noticed anything strange around here?
In the kitchen?
Yeah. Just any lights flickering, any weird noises, any.
I've seen it out in the theater area, but nothing strange here. I don't even like to go out there.
Okay. Well, Dorian, we should do a very thorough search of this place. Just
Oh, yes.
we wouldn't want anything bad to happen to the food.
I quite agree. And your name was Miss...
My name is... Hold on. I have it. I just... I lost my notes. My name's Prima.
Prima. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you do see something strange, please let us know. That's what we're here for. But yes, we will... I'm sure tasting of these fine-looking hors d'oeuvres is a little necessary, but we'll make sure they look good after. Yes.
Oh yeah, well, our Raza here is an excellent cook, so you'll love all the food. And
Yes.
you need to know anything strange?
Yeah.
Anything else? Yes.
People keep telling me it's just because I have an active imagination, this place scares me, but I did have kind of a weird dream. It keeps happening ever since I saw the weird thing the candles were doing. I had a dream that the chandeliers out there just keep lighting me on fire. A horrible, horrible dream.
The chandeliers. Oh, that sounds
That is-
terrible.
If you look
Yeah.
up over in the main theater room, there's those really nice chandeliers lit with the candles. I
Mhm.
keep having this dream where I get drug up to the ceiling and they burn me.
Oh,
That
that's
is highly
super cool.
unfortunate. How often do you get this, and how long has it been happening?
Well, I started getting them as soon as I saw the candles flickering. It's been happening for a few days.
And are you getting it like every night?
Yes.
Wow.
And that's
that
what I
is-
said is strange. But Hubert keeps saying it's just because I'm afraid of the candles. And they both have fire.
Well, Hubert pretends to know things he doesn't. How about your friend in there? Have they experienced anything strange as well? Do you know?
Not that I've heard of. She kind of keeps to herself, though. Are you a priest?
I am, yes. I worship Irori.
Can you take care of bad dreams?
Yes, yes, of course. Come here, come here.
Oh, thank you. I would much appreciate that.
I adopt a very like ceremonious stance, like more than I would need to.
Uh-huh.
And I say, Father Irori, most enlightened master of masters, please shed your grace on this poor woman, right? Out of character. On this poor woman and give her ease at night. And I cast Forbidding Ward on her, which doesn't do anything.
Right.
But I say, there, this mark will protect you. It will disappear in a bit, but it will stay with you over the coming weeks. And
Go ahead and roll me a religion while you're at that as well.
hopefully it will protect you. Yes, I can. If I can get to my skills. 22.
I do. Nice. Yeah, you feel pretty good about it. Like, you feel good about the like little ritual you performed there. I feel better already. Thank you. Accept tips?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, but I could for the Alliance, of course. Anything. I mean, don't feel obligated to anything like that. But
If you must,
I was gonna pay 5 gold for some priest in my neighborhood, but I'll give you 1.
I would be more than blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the food.
Yes.
oh, we will.
I like look at the gold awkwardly and just kind of like hastily shove it in my pack.
You're on a job. If you're doing a job, you should get paid for it.
I know, I just
Won't she be blessed more for helping you out?
Irori is a god of self-perfection, of minimalism. It is not customary for us to have many worldly possessions, and our need for gold is very minimal.
Well, you see, I'm the opposite. So if you aren't going to use it, I will gladly take it.
No, you are right. I will pass this back to Otis, and he can give it to the guild.
Very well. I wanted to, yeah, Dorian's gonna look around and just kind of check out the place, see if he sees anything off.
Yeah, go to roll perception.
Is he able to take on and off the eye patch, or is it if you invest it, you can't invest it again? I can't remember the rules on that one.
So
Sorry.
when you invest it, you can take it off, but you don't see out of that eye when you take it off for 24 hours.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. No, he'll leave it on. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I didn't need that eye anyway.
Takes it off and is like, oh.
All right. Yeah, no, that's about right. That's a 20.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything odd around. The food smells and looks really well done.
Oh, he'll definitely, take a few samples, of course.
Yeah, there's like lots of like dry salted meats with like different like sauces around them to dip them in, and there's these platters of fresh fruits and vegetables. The fruit has this kind of caramelized looking drizzle over it, and it's all very nice looking food. They got ales out in like little cups, and it's a nice little free feast.
Perfect. Oh, Servius, I think you should check out these meats and this caramelized vegetable sauce thing. It's very fishy. Fruits. Sorry, I know my fruits and vegetables. Yes.
Almost too decadent. My thanks to the chefs again. This is a beautiful meal. Thank you. I almost
Halfling
went-
woman kind of like nods out the door, and she's eating some food as she works back there.
I take a look around and I get a 24.
24, 26 from chat. Yeah, no, you also feel like everything looks pretty in order back here. You also had kind of just like an eerie off feeling in the theater. You notice when you're in here, it feels a little more peaceful, kind of similar to how it feels when you're in the area that you sanctified.
Okay. I'm also going to detect magic just like in 2 spots so that I can get the whole area.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you don't pick up any magic.
Okay. Sounds good.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say it didn't look like you found much, but maybe we should meet up with the others before Irina tries to do something stupid, which will tend to happen.
Yeah, actually, before we go, is everything okay there? Do you?
Yeah? No. Oh yeah, no. I could see why you're put off if you haven't worked with us before. We do have a very unique relationship, but no, it's great. She just is a very special person when it comes to things like that. She's not the happiest, not the most emotional, but luckily I can see between the lines and I can read it pretty well.
Oh, of course. And I actually, yeah, I am going to sense motive on that.
Go for it. Roll a perception.
Okay. I got a 28.
Oh yeah, he's picking up some deceit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, of course. I understand you two must have a wonderful working relationship. And sometimes what can work best in these types of situations is to just tell her how you feel.
I will take that into account. Thank you for your wisdom. Yes.
Just remember, oftentimes the best course of action is honesty and straightforwardness and just cutting to the chase. I'm sure you'll both thank me and your long and happy life afterwards.
Oh, yeah. No. I mean, she's never one to mince words, so she's definitely on that path already. If anything, I'm the one that talks a lot. But anyway, we should grab a few cups of ale and check up on the others. But I will take your words of advice to heart. I promise.
Good.
Yes. Trying not to laugh.
Oh,
Arena?
Servius is really proud of himself right now. He thinks he did good.
It's great advice. It's
I
great
think
advice.
Servius did great. Arena,
I could see Katie just like slowly dying inside, so I'm happy.
it's so good.
Segfault's happy.
Otis and Arena, go ahead and make me perception checks.
As we're walking there, or we already got there?
As you're walking there.
Okay.
28.
32.
Jeez, your guys' perception's off the wall. Actually, I'm going to hold on to those. We'll get to that perception check in a minute. So as you guys are walking into this room here with this Hydra, Otis, sure that's odd triggers. And this Hydra does not look realistic anymore. It's wooden bolts and painted, and I mean, it looks like a Hydra, but it does not look realistic like you remember seeing it.
Do you remember this Hydra? Tell me it looked beautiful before.
You do recall that Otis said that, but you didn't get like a great glimpse of it before. But you think you can maybe remember it looking better than this.
Probably. Why?
It looks terrible now. Nothing. Before it was like a magnificent wax creature. And
Looks
now
like
it looks
she-
like Dorian made it.
Yes, it quite does, actually.
I'm just kidding. He's a good guy.
No.
Can I like knowledge that, or
It feels like a haunt to you. You've picked up enough cues around here and done enough checks on these and done enough research. You feel like the way that changed, you remember without a doubt it didn't look like this, and that feels very much like a haunt.
Okay. Can I try to pinpoint anything with the haunt, like looking around,
Yeah, go ahead
Do
and go ahead and roll perception.
but not the one you're holding on to?
Nope, that one I should have done on your exit, but we'll get there.
Uh-huh. Natural 20.
A natural 20. Okay. Yeah. So as you're investigating around this, you can tell that there's these heads, right? All the heads are kind of different portions of wood that are held together by bolts and nails and everything. There's 5 heads total on this thing. 2 of the heads are not being held up by anything, and they look like they should just be toppling off, but they're just kind of held there. It doesn't even look like, when you get a close look, it doesn't even look like the wood is touching each other where it should connect. It looks like it's just kind of floating there.
Do you see this, Irina? These 2 heads aren't. They're not attached, but they're floating.
Mm.
Should we grab them?
You want to touch the heads that are floating?
Sure.
Oh, can Otis touch the invisible spot and see if his ghost touch like contacts anything?
It does. Yeah, it looks like your finger should like pass through it, but when you go to grab it with your ghost touch hand wraps, it does. You can physically grab it.
There's definitely something here.
Is there a knowledge I can roll to try to like?
So you would know that for haunts, I mean they're kind of like puzzles. These are things that the more history you know on them, the more you can kind of figure out. But they have strange things that usually tie to the reason they're haunted in the first place.
Okay, can I call over Theodore?
Like so you're just gonna call out for Theodore,
Are you looking
The-
around for him?
or the stagehand
The
Theodore?
stagehand Theodore.
Okay, yeah, are you like shouting real loud for him?
Yeah.
Theodore!
Okay, you know you'll hear echoing footsteps kind of gradually reach over to you.
When
Yes, sir.
What happened to this Hydra? What is the history of this?
We'll be using that as a prop for when the Goldbloods sacrifice Sepisto, the singing plant, to the Hydra.
Where did this particular prop come from?
I think Hubert had it made personally for the play.
By who?
I'm not sure. I know he was very proud in the. He got recollections of the event to make sure it was all perfectly accurate, the colors, the number of heads, etc.
Perhaps
You're
we
not
should
helpful.
bring him in here.
Hubert?
Yes?
Yes, right away, sir. I'll go get him.
Thank you.
About-
Irina, this man is shady. Man is doing things. I don't know.
For your perceptions earlier, as you see him leaving the room and you kind of watch him go, you see a big chandelier kind of up on the ceiling hanging from here. And the flames you noticed for the first time were kind of quite large for a chandelier, and they shrink back down kind of small
Wait, when he leaves, they shrink down?
as he's leaving.
Hey, boy,
Yes?
come back here.
His
Yes, ma'am.
name's Theodore.
Stagehand boy.
Yes, ma'am.
She looks up at the light, the chandeliers. Did they get big again?
They didn't. They stayed
Okay.
small.
Never mind, go get your person.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go running back over.
When he leaves again, do they change?
No, they do not.
Strange.
Indeed.
Did you say did you have something earlier, Segfault?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say when Theodore's name was called, if I heard that, I would keep a very careful eye on Dorian.
Okay. Yeah, nothing seemed to change when that happened.
Okay.
That was probably just about the time. Like you maybe heard that as you were like doing that ritual on
Make
the
sure that
gnome for her
Brother
dreams.
Theodore isn't up to anything.
Yeah, no, seems totally fine.
Is he wearing the armor when he comes to us?
He is, and the badge.
Perfect.
Yes, what is it? You have something for me? Need
Where
something
did-
from me?
Where did this come from?
I had it custom made.
From where?
A local craftsman? Why is it relevant?
What is his name?
I don't recall. Just a craftsman. Had good reputation. I was guided there.
By
Pretty big piece for someone who doesn't know who made it and was guided there.
I had extra funds. What do you want from me? He did a fine job. He didn't look quite threatening enough with the original head, so I had a separate craftsman out on the other two, but
who was that craftsman?
I don't do you remember the name of all your craftsmen? Who did your last headshot?
What?
Do you not have a headshot made for your alliance profile?
No.
What?
Why would we?
Why would you not?
Who did your last headshot?
I don't that's my point. I don't remember the craftsmen who do my work.
So if I
She's-
could tell you the name of every actor you have here and every staff, and I've only asked them once.
Well, I can remember the name of my actors. That's different.
I just met them.
And
Never mind. Where did these heads come from? Answer the question.
I had them added on from another craftsman, of which I don't remember the name.
How?
How?
How were they added on?
With wood crafting.
Do you look at these two heads? Do you see any wood between the head and the neck?
He's gonna walk up and he's gonna kind of take a look. Oh yes, it is odd. That's some unique craftsmanship. I should remember his name.
Irina's gonna look at the boy's still there, right?
Yeah, he's standing there looking nervous the whole conversation.
Stagehand.
Yes,
What is your actual name?
it's Theodore.
No, it's not.
Timothy? Why, ma'am? How did you know?
This idiot here said that you were trying to be like the previous owner of this place. Why?
Well, he was a very good actor, and I would like to be a good actor. He's kind of a role model. It was very sad to hear of his passing.
And when did you join here? After his passing?
No, before.
Otis wants to walk around to like the entrance of this, where you walk into this Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
And as Arena's talking, Otis is gonna say,
And Timothy, when did you put the breastplate in the basement?
The breastplate in the basement? I don't understand.
Answer his question.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't understand.
"Sense motive."
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
33.
19.
Yeah, Otis, Arena's being a little too aggressive and just like you can't get a good read on him. But Arena, you pick up. No, you're picking up the seat.
Okay, she steps all the way up to him.
He is like cowering so visibly.
Can Otis devise a stratagem?
Huh?
I am going to ask you again.
I don't mean this as any sort of offense, ma'am, but are you a witch? A diviner?
Does it matter what I am?
I suppose not. I'm sorry. I put it in there last week.
Why?
I found it. It felt like a good way to honor him.
Found it where? Why are you people so non-forthcoming with your details? It's
Okay, I didn't-
infuriating.
I didn't find it. I bought it
From where?
from a market. I recognized it as his. It got put on a local shop.
Was this near a craftsman?
Okay, please stop interrogating me. I stole it. What else do you want from me?
Why did you steal it?
Because it didn't belong in a magic shop. It belonged where he acted. It should have been buried with him, honestly.
I suggest you take a seat, Timothy.
Yes, sir.
And do not move.
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you get these Hydra heads, Timothy?
I didn't get the Hydra heads.
I don't believe you.
I didn't get the Hydra heads. I didn't.
Otis wants to intimidate using the law and order.
Okay.
25.
25. Okay. I didn't get the Hydra heads, but I may have. Listen, I followed your alliance's lore very closely. I may have thrown off the playwright about how many heads are correct. It's not accurate. He needs to fail. This play shouldn't be happening. He shouldn't even have this job.
Just a minute.
Hubert is
sir,
like folding his arms and just glaring.
Hubert, you stand in the corner over there and plug your ears.
Should I fire him now or later?
Absolutely not.
Shut up for a
And
minute.
stop talking.
He's gonna just go. He'll go stand in the corner.
Boy,
Timothy,
Yes.
you are going to explain in full detail why you're doing this. And if I have to ask a question, you will not like what I do next. Is this understood?
Roll intimidate.
Otis wants to assist.
I promise you won't like it.
21.
21 from chat.
15 for the
Good
assist.
job, chat. Okay, very well. Just ask. Otis, you can see that Hubert is storming over to Arena.
You stay against the corner, sir.
He ignores you and he's gonna walk up and just try to smack Arena right in the face.
Oh, I have a reaction for this, I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have shield. I have shield block.
Does it look like it's him, or does it look like he's being possessed?
He looks like Dorian did. He looks. His eyes don't go weird, but he just looks kind of spaced out. That's gonna be a 37, Arena.
I guess that crits.
Okay, that's gonna be.
Can't you make him re-roll with a hero point?
Yeah, I can. She's gonna duck, and we're going to assume there's some dust around there, and she's gonna draw a quick symbol in the dust there
As she ducks. Okay.
as she ducks.
How about significantly less? That is going to be a 21.
That's gonna miss.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to duck out of the way with that. And then he kind of slow blinks. Oh, that's strange. Sorry, I'll go to the corner.
No, you will go find Dorian. And I can't remember his name.
Servius, you
After
old
my-
man.
I will not stand for this. Servius, and tell them to keep eyes and restrain you from the inspector.
Very well,
Sorry,
I
sorry, was that me that was slapping?
No, that was Hubris or Hubert.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll nod and go over here. I just saw them in the kitchen here. You two, your allies are. What is it you wanted? Just talk to each other. You're both right here.
You hold him. Don't let him go anywhere. He's possessed.
Restrain him.
Makes sense. Come on, Hubert.
Shall we go back down into that middle section of the...
Just
Stage.
restrain him here, and if you need backup,
I don't want to be near you.
Dorian.
Come to terms with Theodore. You don't need to hold me. I'm not possessed.
I'm
You
sorry.
are.
If they say that you were, you probably were. I have some rope here. Let's here, take a seat on
You're
the
not
bench.
tying me up with rope.
Look, it's only temporary. Unless you want us to take care of the haunts now, in which case we can do that.
Talk to your allies about it. We've already discussed this.
Uh,
Bind my hands. You will
Right,
not
right,
tie me
yeah.
in place. I
Forgot
need to
about
go continue running lines.
We go watch
Great,
him
we'll tie
then.
you to the chair there. Let's go.
You're not tying me to a chair. I need to be wandering around. Guests are going to start arriving soon.
Go to
We'll
the
untie
rehearsal.
you then.
Hey, go to the rehearsal room, bar the doors, and let him run his damn lines. I don't care what you have to do. If he tries to walk out again, stop him.
Yes, come on. Don't worry. It'll
You let me
be-
out in 20 minutes or you do not get your pay.
Yes, perfect.
Fine,
Let's go.
20 minutes.
Irina, I have this. Go away.
Now, where were we, Timothy?
I don't remember. I'm so frightened.
You are keeping the spirit alive. Why?
What spirit? There's a spirit?
Theodore, you have brought his curse upon this theater. If
So
you want to
hard.
be like him, sir, you are gonna bring down the theater.
Well, good. It should come down.
Why?
Because Hubert is awful. He doesn't deserve to be a playwright here. The theater was fine the way it was. It didn't need to be renovated. And it should have been Theodore's job. I know what Hubert did.
What did he do?
He sent him to the wrong place and I helped him, and it's my biggest regret.
Details, please.
He bribed me. He bribed
No.
me to lead him to the wrong place.
I don't care about that. I care about, did Hubert know he was sending him to his death?
No, I don't think so.
Where did you send him?
Just some back alley in Magnamar, like he asked. He drew a general location on a map. It was in the middle of a lake, so I just took him somewhere.
You took him there?
I didn't take him to the middle of the lake. I just took him somewhere away from where he was supposed to be.
My friend here has a very special dagger, if you're not telling us the truth.
I am. I swear it. Why would I lie about that?
I do not think you were lying about this. But does it matter now? The man is dead.
Can you just consider just letting it fall apart? In honor of a good man?
The theater will be dedicated to him. It'll live on in his memory.
Hubert won't do that.
I assure you, sir, he will.
He will.
Are you gonna scare him too?
That is of no concern of yours.
Right,
Know
ma'am.
that we
Sorry.
have our resources, and it is all settled.
Well, thank you for that.
And we will help the theater after.
Okay. Well, I don't know about the spirits. I really don't. I've been trying to cause bad luck. I didn't know it was gonna actually summon any spirits.
Are
If
you
you-
the... Go ahead.
The hydras are historically inaccurate. I've been using magic to put out the candles so they're not in sets of 3. And
What?
I put the
Magic?
breastplate here. Just cantrips, nothing fancy. I don't know powerful magic.
I believe, sir, that you will have a visit from an arbiter in a few weeks.
An arbiter? I haven't broken the law, have I? Oh, I told you about the stealing. Please, you don't have to report that.
But we...
I'll give it back.
Where did you take it from?
From some magic shop a couple blocks away.
That
Yes,
is
you...
of no consequence now.
No, you can return it. And you will fix this Hydra. And you will tell us everything else you've done.
Okay, that's really all. I put the breastplate down there with his badge. I messed up the Hydra. I told him it was wrong. He didn't even know the history. He didn't even think to look up to it. He doesn't look for any details like that. He's a terrible playwright.
Are you better?
I've never tried. But he wanted the Hydra to have 13 heads eventually. Or initially.
13 heads?
Everybody knows that the Goldbloods didn't even fight it.
Because
they
they're
just sacrificed the
cowards.
Beasto to it. I mean, they had good reason for it. I think.
Go fix the Hydra this instant.
How? Just break the heads off? It'll look terrible.
There's 2 heads that don't belong. Pull them off. You'll see them. They're not attached.
Oh, okay. He's gonna kind of shakily go walk over there. He's gonna try tugging on them. They don't even budge. They don't move.
Go dispel your magic around the candles.
and relight them all.
I'll go
In
check.
the proper way.
And apologize to your castmates.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Can
They'll go
Otis
wandering.
pull them off with his ghost touch gloves?
Yeah, you want to try to yank him off?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Make me an athletics check.
Third natural 20.
Yeah, they just come off like butter.
I just like Otis thinks about Dura for a second as he just strengths these things off. Just
Impressive.
does it look restored?
So yeah, so when they come off, the necks just fade away as if they were never even attached. It just looks like a perfectly crafted 3-headed hydra.
Well, that's one done. We've got the candles. Why
Indeed.
did we bring Dorian and that other one? Servius.
I ask myself constantly why Dorian is around.
That's a good question that I wanted to ask you. Why do you keep him around if you don't like him?
I have my reasons.
And what are they?
Reasons.
I won't tell anybody, you can trust me.
I'm sure I can. They are reasons of my own.
Very well. Keep your secrets.
But let's be clear. We are not in a relationship. It is specifically working relationship, nothing more.
Indeed, indeed. Perhaps you could try just saying one nice thing to him, and then I'll leave you alone.
No.
Very well. Let's go take care of this breastplate.
So over to Servius and Dorian. You guys are barring him in the room.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Can you just sit still for 1 second? Look, we need to get through this and then it'll all be over. Stop struggling against the ropes.
One of the actors, the very large gentleman, stands up. Thorlak here playing Regina. Are we going to be able to go on with the play?
Yes, everything should be fine. We'll have it sorted out before then. We just need to keep in here for a second while we deal with something a little bit more dangerous out there. So you guys are in a perfect spot. Just continue your lines. It's great. Everything's great.
Is bribery a typical practice of the Alliance?
Dorian's gonna whisper to him, "Excuse me?"
Are you two as brutish as your allies out there?
I would be a little more careful with what you're about to say.
Oh,
if I
God.
think you're
Oh,
going to
very
say what you're
well, I
doing.
see how it works. Yes, your highest recommendation and whatnot.
Sure.
Give
Just
over to Dorian.
be careful with what you're about to say. If you've made any other arrangements with the other two, then you best be keeping them.
Yes,
I'm going to
yes.
be honest. That's Irina girl. She scares me.
She scares us all. and
She
trust me,
must act. I've never seen such sheer dread in a being without even trying.
I would love nothing more than to get her to act. What part would you like her to play? And I will make sure she does it.
I will become a horror playwright if I can recruit her.
Perfect. Please do. I will make sure she does.
Are you sure you should be making promises that you can't keep?
Oh, I still have a little bit of leverage over her.
Do I want to know?
No, trust me. It's better if you stay out. The less you know, the better. Anyway, he looks to be not possessed at the moment, so continue your lines or whatever you were doing before to get ready.
Yes, fine. And they'll go back to practicing. He's going to start going over logistics with them about stage positioning and who's going down the trapdoor. He remembers all the little tiny logistics of how the play is going to go down.
Thing I want to know is there was a chandelier mentioned earlier, and it was part of a dream, so it's probably something that's going to happen. One, where is it positioned? Two, is there, while he's going through like the blocking stuff, is there a situation where anybody is going to be particularly well suited to be crushed by it?
There's not. There's a situation where somebody's going to be risen high up into the air near them.
Oh, right. Perhaps you might want to be a little lower down in that scene. You know, the high flying is metaphorical. It's an emotion, not literal from the stories.
Which is quite literal.
I really
Darius lifted him up, the singing plant, and threw him into the warlord right through its throat.
Yeah, and they were flying high in that moment because of their impending victory. But and I like take him aside. Look, I have the sneaking suspicion that it might be a little bit hazardous to do that scene as written.
You're not dealing with the haunts beforehand? I thought that's we came to an agreement with your allies.
We are very good at what we do, but these sorts of jobs, they require layers of precautions. You know what I mean? You don't take one precaution, you take many.
Can I put them at least just below the chandeliers?
I would.
Everybody
prefer
loves a
that
good
they wouldn't
flying
be
stunt.
anywhere near the chandeliers at all.
Very well, I'll try to redirect it.
Thank you.
He'll go back and start backtracking on that portion and giving new instructions to keep it a little lower and far away from the chandeliers. Okay.
I give a wink to Dorian.
We'll give you an exaggerated one back.
We'll kind of look around at you guys confused. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Game room.
Going to the game room? Otis and...
Yes.
Okay.
On the way there, Otis wants to just look up at the chandelier again.
What do you think's up with that chandelier, Arena?
Probably something to do with the hunt, I'd imagine.
Indeed.
Okay. You guys go into the game room. There's cards sitting on tables, dice. They're all kind of, unlike the map kind of displays here, they're all kind of neatly kind of packed up and ready for people to use. Though that's odd triggers, Otis, when you enter the room.
Okay.
And there is, there's some goblets in there. Not full of anything except one of them has like a crumpled up hat by the looks of it in it.
In the goblet,
In the goblet, there's a crumpled up hat.
can I knowledge this?
Yeah, you can.
Call
That's
knowledge.
an arcana. I'll let you go ahead and roll it.
It's gonna be a 15, 17.
A 17. Yeah, you're not sure what it is. It looks magical. It's got like a little bit of a glow to it. It's kind of like a colorful looking like turban almost. Like a decorative celebratory hat.
Do you see these goblets and this hat?
Can I roll an arcana?
Uh-huh.
22.
Yeah, you recognize this as a magical item you've heard of before. The appearance kind of gives it away. It's a hat of the Magi.
Does a hat of the Magi?
This gives you a bonus to Arcana and lets you cast the cantrip Prestidigitation.
That is interesting.
Does anything else feel odd about these cups?
No, it's just really weird that there's just a hat stuffed in a goblet.
Detect magic is my next move.
There's magic on the hat, nothing else.
Just the hat. Okay. Don't think we should touch the hat, unless you want to touch the hat. Then you can go ahead and touch the hat.
I don't mind.
Otis will grab the hat.
Arena's gonna draw her short sword as he touches the hat, just as precaution.
Yeah, you touch the hat, it looks like everything's fine.
Don't feel anything.
Nope.
All right, I'll take it out.
Feel a magical hat in your hand.
These cups are all empty.
Yep. They look like they're ready to be filled if somebody's using the game room by servers.
Can I have perception or anything else?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perceptions.
Weird. 36.
You feel confident there's nothing else. Nothing else
Great.
special.
We should go take care of the armor.
Yes, I suppose.
Also, I think that we should get that Timothy to add his notes and changes to the play. What is
I have no opinion on this ridiculous play.
Very well, let's go find our friends.
Not this.
We'll go back to the room where they're all running lines. Are all the
Okay.
candles lit again?
They are, and they're all in sets of 3 now.
Okay,
Good.
and the chandelier still is little?
Yep. Still looks like normal flame now, not large like it was when you first caught a glimpse of it.
Before we go in, do we still see Timothy? Is he still doing his business?
So Timothy is now standing back where he was originally at the door in his spot.
Timothy.
Boy,
Timothy, he has a name.
Yes, ma'am, sir.
stage boy.
Timothy.
Yes.
Is that chandelier always been there?
Yes.
And the candles, are they always that dim?
Yes. They got strangely large a couple days ago. Looks like they've simmered back down.
Great. You may go back to work.
Wait, don't you want him to...
Oh, right. Don't sigh at me, I'm not your Dorian. You are going to put this armor back where you found it.
It's property of the Alliance now. I don't think he has to put it back.
It is not our property. It belongs to the ghost.
He's right.
We're getting more gold out of this.
Are you guys aren't talking to Hubis about this yet, right? You're just talking to Timothy.
Yeah, and now we're gonna go to the
Okay.
rest of the group.
Arena's gonna do the snap, like, follow motion to Stage Boy.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys are heading in there, there's now like there's people starting to filter in to the theater. So let me go ahead and add some patrons here to the map. Boop, there we go. Okay. So yeah, you guys have a wide variety of people kind of showing up. Not like a ton of people, but there's a fair amount of people showing up. Okay, yeah, I mean, you guys try to open the door and it's barred.
Dorian,
Come back later. Sorry.
open the damn door.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Now,
Not twice. Okay,
Dorian.
fine. He'll unlock it, unbar it.
Idiot.
Okay.
I was only following your instructions.
So Hubert looks out and looks kind of alarmed. People are already starting to attend. Can we please get on with it?
Arena's just gonna point at Otis for the...
I believe
Jeez.
that we must return this armor from where it was found.
Down in the hole beneath the stage?
No, well, it belongs somewhere else.
Very well, put it back.
Take it off.
You don't want me to wear it for the play? Isn't
I
that what
think you
old
should wear it for the
Theodore
play,
requested?
and then we take it back.
I'm really conflicted about this.
I think you should wear it for the play, like the ghost
How much
suggested.
longer before the play starts?
Just under an hour.
Okay, why don't we wait just a little bit? We're getting close to where I'll be able to get a divine sense of whether this is a good or bad idea.
That is fine. Dorian, do you have an opinion?
I would like it after, one way or the other. I mean, I'm the one that found it.
Told you, Alliance property.
Well, Sir Hubert, I am outnumbered, and if Cerberus doesn't find anything, I stand by what I said. You better make this the performance of a lifetime and do all the dedications.
Yes, of course. I'll add the dedications. Very well. Performance of a lifetime is not up for debate. Of course I will.
All right.
It's not for you. It's for the fans.
This boy, Stage Boy, come here.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, Theodore.
What nonsense do you want to add to this stupid thing?
You know, we'll not be adding anything to the play. He's just a stagehand. He can do petty tricks for the show.
He knows the history better than you do, sir.
Yes, and he already gave me a rundown of it, so his purpose has been served.
Timothy, is there anything you would add?
I may have misinformed you about some things. I came to some new understandings.
Fix them.
It's too close to the play. Can we not just keep it going?
Are you not a professional? Can you not handle this task ahead
I
of you?
can very well handle it, sir.
I don't
Perhaps we
think
should
that
go
you
to
can.
another
Change.
theater. Is there another theater in town?
No, we will fix it. I'll keep it down. There are guests out there. Come on, Timothy. Show me what needs to be changed. So Timothy will go over there. He'll start giving him some notes. He corrects him on a couple phrases that some of the heroes should be saying. He corrects that Lucy didn't actually do a high-pitched scream. She did kind of a rising giggle. He corrects that it was not 12 Medusas. It was in fact only 3. Just fix little details here and there. And as he's doing that, we get to about a half an hour before the play. If you wanted to do your business service.
I am going to cast Augury, and where's my spell? Ah, there it is. I am going to ask Irori if having the playwright run the play in the armor is a good idea.
That's so cool.
Okay, and I roll a secret flat check for that, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So your augury returns weal and woe.
Well, so I just do like, you know, when I was sanctifying the grounds, I was doing like one hand handstand. Like I'm doing the same thing, but like, you know, with a bit of a meditative pose, and I like get out of it after communing with Aurori, and I looked at everyone. I have some good news and some bad news, and there's some good news and some bad news. Basically, that's it. That's all I know.
And you gathered that from your acrobatical feats.
Yes. It's actually really good. It helps you focus a bit more. It brings some of the life essences to the head and clears the mind.
If I can't settle on Irina, are you interested in a job, perhaps?
I'd be flattered. I do have business with the guild, but perhaps you know, maybe I'll have some time for you soon.
Servius, isn't this your dream? Don't.
Stay cool, man.
You're not really part of the competition, are you? Just a fill-in?
I have a very, very important part to play with the Guild of Honor, and yeah, I have a lot of business to get to, but we'll see if we can work something out.
I'll keep in touch. Sounds good. Well, what's the good and the bad news?
It's that there's good news and bad news.
Is that your 5 minutes to curtain?
Yeah, that's all I have. I'm sorry. You know, it's communing with the gods takes a lot out of you. There's really low bandwidth, so you can really only get a sense of whether something's good or bad, and it's both. So
I don't
all we have to
quite
go off
like bad happening to me, so how about I take the armor off?
No, I actually think that you should keep it on.
Are you sure?
Keep the armor on like the ghost said.
And quickly run through what your
God.
dedication will be.
God, you're chilling, Irina. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider?
I am not acting.
I will work on her.
That's exactly the point. You're not even acting. You don't even have to try.
I will work on her on your behalf as long as you get your discussions right or whatever.
Dorian, no offense, but there is no
I don't
career
need
for you.
your approval, you first-rate little... Anyway.
All
Do you
right, are
know
we
who
ready
my
to
mom
get
is?
started then? Can I be freed of this dungeon?
You must tell us what your dedication will be. Recite it word for word.
This play is dedicated to the Honorable Grand...
Theater is dedicated to.
This theater is dedicated to the grand and honorable Theodore Case, the previous playwright of this here theater.
And your performance today?
And the performance is also in his honor for his exquisite skills in the talent of acting.
I thought you were supposed to be a good actor.
Yes, well, this is one I just cannot suffer now, can I?
He
I will
said
do the
good,
best
not
I can.
professional.
I am quite the professional.
Well,
Prove
the
it.
lack of sincerity might be the death of you. I hope you're settled with that.
Very well. I am a method actor. Let me get there, and I will give a performance of a lifetime on the dedication. Not to you people. You have soured my mood.
Irina tends to do that. That's okay. It's just kind of a cloud that hangs over her. But no worries. I guess we will let you do your thing before whatever you need to do to get ready.
Very well. Let me be, please. Feel free to enjoy the show. Please keep an eye out. Make sure everything goes as it should.
You will be on the first row.
Very good.
Should one of us be underneath? I'm just saying, if that's where we found the stuff.
Yes, will you put the floorboards on top of yourself while you're at it?
Oh, I was thinking you. So that way you
No.
could be very close at hand in case something happens.
I will be watching from the outside.
Go ahead and place your characters where you guys are going to be watching from here.
I believe I will sit near the front as well. I want to keep my eyes on things.
Are there seats? This is all the people? This isn't even a sold out show?
Yeah, no, it's like there's not very many people.
I mean, we met the playwright, right?
Otis is going to stay near Irina, wherever she is.
I think, yeah, she's going to be here.
Timothy's
Dorian's gonna go
gonna go
underneath.
running up on the stage. The curtain comes down now as people are arriving. You guys are gonna see Timothy run behind the curtain, looking kind of nervous.
Dorian was heading underneath the stage.
I forgot to light the ghost light. So I'm
The
doing
what?
that now. It's the ghost light. It's supposed to keep people from falling and also ward off evil spirits and whatnot. It feels like a good final touch. It was lit and I extinguished it.
Sense motive.
Yep, go ahead and roll that.
Killing me.
31.
33.
33, sorry, yes. Good call.
Yeah, no, you feel like he's telling the truth.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. And I'm good to hide underneath here, right? There's no one gonna be coming down here.
People will be
Right.
going down there, but you should be fine. Just stay quiet.
Oh yes, of course. That's my forte.
Okay. He's gonna go running back out past the curtain.
Yeah, he'll climb underneath in the hatch.
Looks nervously at Arena.
Otis is going to move, actually. If
Okay.
Dorian's down there, he's going to move to the opposite corner of Severus and Irina so that he can see both of them, and they have these sights on all sides of this.
Okay, very nice.
He looks around. Does he get any weird feelings yet at the beginning of this?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Everything seems kind of, at peace right now. It's felt kind of at peace in this general area since there was the Sanctify in general.
Awesome.
but-
Okay.
Okay, is this where you guys are going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to have a standing policy of if I see anything weird, casting see invisibility.
Okay, awesome. I will have that active for you and ready to go. All right, so everybody kind of starts sitting down. It gets to the time for the play. You can see that the mages that are kind of on the corner, the play hands as he's been calling them, you can see them start dimming some of the chandeliers to lower the light, and you can see them doing all sorts of little tricks to kind of keep effects and lighting in the play. The curtains rise up, and Hubert is standing there looking very professional, pacing around the stage. Thank you all for joining us for tonight's play of Alliances, Guilds, and Betrayal. Tonight we'll be reenacting the grand competition that happened 5 years ago from the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance, when they fought against one another ruthlessly to acquire wealth, and their greed ended up cursing them from a dangerous spirit that was running their guild the entire time. Now, he kind of gives Arena just a little bit of a dead inside look. I would like to dedicate this play tonight to a very dear old friend of mine who has passed. I would like to dedicate this to Theodore Case, the previous owner and playwright of this theater. May his soul rest in ever peace, and may he entertain the spirits of all of those who are in the grand realms where he now resides. We thank you, Theodore. This play and this theater is dedicated to you. He kind of like, you see like a little like fake tear kind of form in the corner of his eye. And he gives like a quick glare to Arena. Now, without further ado, we will begin. And he'll go walking off the stage. And, people clap and everything. There's not like a very big energy in here, but people seem, ready for a play. So on the stage, there's people kind of underneath with you, Dorian. They're skirtling around and people are coming up when the curtain goes down. All of the people who are acting as the Gold Blood mercenaries come up onto the stage for this one. So they're all in full costume. You've got this woman looking like plant. She's got the greenish yellow skin. She's got the twigs and the leaves all over. And when she comes up, she is sitting on this very large gentleman's shoulder. But this gentleman's got a gray wig on. He has got a very elegant and like revealing pink dress. Lizard folk here is in some kind of Eastern looking attire. And then this gentleman has a headband on. He's wearing an amulet of Nethys, kind of in some cleric's attire, more of a war priest look. So the curtain rises up and they start acting out a scene. They're acting out a scene where they were gathering reagents in a haunted forest and they were slaying hordes of undead. And the stagehands kind of wheel out this Hydra here, and they get it near the stage and they start adding some effects to it, and there's some mist coming from its mouth and it's glowing in places on its stripes. And the scene they're acting out here is there was a big fight where all of these gold bloods were battling this Hydra, but Zarias got bit and started cowering away, and Regina got so concerned and knelt before the Hydra and puts Sapisto in front of it. Here, Grand Beast, we offer you this singing plant in exchange for our lives. We have much wealth to bring back to our guild, and you must accept it as payment. And Sapisto gets laid before the Hydra and does a very beautifully sung song. It's the first excellent performance of this whole thing. Beautiful vocals. And they have the Hydra looking like it's gonna devour Sapisto, and she's crying, and then there's a little illusionary cat that appears by Sapisto. Oh, Grand Beast, I have a counter offer for you. May I please sacrifice this graceful beast, this cat, in exchange for my own life? Please, I must join my guild. Spare me, creature. And Sapisto offers up the cat, and the Hydra kind of dips down and the cat dissipates into this mist, and the curtain closes. Between that scene, nothing special happened. There was nothing dangerous. The Hydra looked completely normal.
What do you mean nothing special? That was beautiful.
Aside from the glorious performance, nothing unusual happened.
Otis is cheering and clapping and eating his candy.
And what's the rest of the crowd doing?
The rest of the crowd, yeah, so they kind of do some slow claps. As Otis is getting invested, it's a little bit contagious, and a person stands up and claps. Hubert comes up next, and he narrates a little bit of the in-between of the play. And from that sacrifice, that true cowardice of fleeing from such a grand beast and derailing your honor, from fleeing and trying to sacrifice your own singing plant, and then the singing plant in turn sacrificing the cat, Sapisto was then forevermore cursed by being possessed by the cat that he sacrificed. Some say that he still meows out of control, some to this day. A strange phenomenon. And he gives another little spiel. Curtain closes. People start swapping in and out. For the next set, the League of the Hunt people come out. Now, Yipes and Krella are stacked perfectly with this kind of kimono covering them. They've got some foot wraps, and you can see some kobold feet at the bottom, and they have it tucked to where they got some kind of stubby arms. It doesn't quite match the physique, but overall, like, they're doing a very good job. They move together. It looks like one solid creature. This gnome gentleman that comes out is wearing this pumpkin on his head that's got just like little like eyes carved out for him to be able to see, and just like this slight smile painted onto it. And then you've got this little gnome and this elf that join on there. The gnome is in some ranger looking attire with a prop crossbow. The elf in roguish attire. And for this one, they bring out these fake Medusa statues and put them on the stage as kind of a prop. They get the Hydra out of the way. And for this scene, they're interacting with the League of the Hunt battling these Medusas. And the kobold Jipes and Krella imitate Lucy's laugh, which was corrected by Timothy. Instead of doing just a high-pitched scream, they start talking down the Medusas. "You will not harm my allies. Not while I still stand." And they do this kind of echoing giggle that starts with the one on the bottom and sounds like it's coming from the stomach, and then echoes up kind of perfectly onto this one that is acting as the head and the top. And they do this whole kind of display of martial arts, just dancing around the stage while the others are kind of doing some mock combat. This gnome with the pumpkin on his head, who's playing Gordon the whole time, is just screaming, "We're going to die! We're going to die! We must flee!" And Finley keeps pep talking the Gordon up. And Faithy is firing some kind of like firework infused bolts around for special effects. And the mage hands on the ends are adding special effects for the Medusas. And Finley gets turned to stone in the end, and their magic kind of turns her into stone. Faithy kneels before her crying, and her tears brings her back to not be turned to stone anymore. And the curtain closes on that scene. With nothing unusual. There's a brief intermission at this point. Curtain closes. They encourage people to go get food. Anything you guys are doing here at this point?
Just a quick look around the theater, make sure everything's good. Candles are all still lit. Chandelier looks good.
Yeah, everything looks great. You guys aren't picking up any oddities around here.
Dorian's gonna poke his head up out of the latch just enough to see Irina, be like, "Yeah," and like
Dorian
duck back
peek through
down.
the curtains.
What do we know what the next act is?
Yeah, so the next act is the one where they're going to be flying up. They're going to be infiltrating into a warlord's fortress. And this one's supposed to have some flying effects. They're going to be sending Sapisto high up into the air. But they're talking about, you can see Hubert kind of talking with the stagehands to not raise them quite as high.
And away from the chandeliers, I
And
believe.
away from the
Okay,
chandeliers.
cool. Great.
Okay. Anything else you guys are doing here?
Actually, during intermission, can Otis go look at the flying mechanisms? Make sure, like.
So there is actually no flying mechanisms. They're going to be using levitate spells.
Oh, he doesn't deal with that. It's good. We're good.
Okay.
I guess I'll talk to the person casting the levitate spell, just like make sure that they actually know what they're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're discussing with them. They talk to you about the somatic components and the verbal components. Do you have Arcana?
I am trained in Arcana, so I
Yeah.
follow along.
Yeah. It seems like an accurate casting of
Okay.
levitate. Nothing fishy.
I'm also going to just
Okay,
like
you guys
do
are
a quick detect magic on him, just make sure everything's cool.
Yeah. He does have some magical items on him, but you can clearly see there's some pretty common things. You can see he's got some potions in a bag that are kind of exposed. Nothing too fancy.
Thank you for your patience and good luck.
Oh, thank you. I think we'll do great.
I want to cast See Invisibility on myself right before the curtain goes up. It'll last for 10 minutes, but I'd like to do that
Okay. Casting See Invisibility
on myself. Yeah,
on yourself. Okay.
that I can. Yeah.
When you cast See Invisibility, you can see the gentleman, the ghost of the old playwright, pacing around the stage. He doesn't look angry. He looks maybe a little bit nervous.
Okay. Oh, this is right before the curtain goes up too. Irina's gonna take her short sword out and lay it on her lap and just continue to watch the playwright.
Okay. How long does that spell last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. All right. Are you guys all returned to your same seating?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the curtain goes up. He does like another introduction about the next scene, about the Gold Bloods infiltrating a dangerous warlord's camp, and about their plan going awry and half of them getting captured. But their singing plant and their magical lizard folk saving the day. So for this one, all the Gold Bloods go on the stage. They have a prop cage brought out, and Reiklin and Regina are stuck in the cage, and it starts by Regina singing a song, and it's actually pretty good for, considering the large kind of brutish gentleman that you've seen here wearing the Regina attire. It's a very kind of low thrumming battle song talking about how he's going to tear the orcs apart if they ever let her out, and that she will serve their blood at her tavern and her bar for years to come. And Reiklin is just sobbing, saying, "Please, Regina, please get us out of here. We must escape." And then meanwhile, they kind of have in the background, they have spotlights going on Zarias and Sapisto. Sapisto goes hopping on Zarias' shoulders. All right, all right, Zarias, you're going to help me fly up there, and I will save the warlord. If I blow you a kiss, mwah, you move me to the left. And if I wink at you, then you'll move me to the right. And I will guide you to the warlord's keep. And Zarias kind of nods in agreement and starts doing some kind of very inaccurate incantation of a levitate spell, as you know, Servius. And they start doing the levitating spell. They raise Sapisto up, and she levitates up a little bit, and she gives a kiss, and he moves her the wrong direction, and she starts playing, no, mwah, mwah, and Zarias keeps moving her the wrong direction, and then she starts frantically blowing kisses, and then he kind of flings her to the side, and they have this kind of special effect of like this illusionary orc warlord woman appear, and Sapisto just goes flying through it and erupts into fireworks, and people cheer. And then they go back, they do a bow, the scene closes. And at this point, Irina, your scene visibility is worn off. Scene closes. Now you guys have heard from all the practicing, this is going to be the final big scene, and this is where Hubert is going to be performing. Anything you guys want to do before this final scene?
Did Irina see anything at the end of her see invisibility? Like, was the guy doing the same thing?
He was just pacing around.
Yeah, do I know how long this next scene is?
This next scene is supposed to last about 10 minutes. It's supposed to be kind of the final battle scene.
Did Irina hear that you could do that? Were we in the same room? When you said that you could see invisible things?
No, I never mentioned it to anybody.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm just going to cast See Invisibility for the last act.
Okay. So before it starts.
Yeah, right before it starts.
So, yeah, when you cast it, you see the ghost of Theodore. You see him walk up the stage through the curtain.
Okay, that's sketch. Sus on him. Can I roll perception to understand what he's doing?
Yeah, with the 19, you're not really sure. I mean, he still looked a little nervous, and he goes behind the curtain. And you can't really see him anymore at this point.
Yeah, I don't see any of my teammates around. Where did Otis go?
I'm south from you.
Otis
Okay,
is-
I'm gonna make some hand motions and like gesture the open seat next to me.
Oh, okay. He'll run over.
Otis, I think I saw the ghost of that old playwright, right?
Isn't this what?
Yes, yes. I tapped into my divine connection with Aurori, and he allowed me to see that which goes unseen.
Can you give me some of that?
No, sorry, I only can do that once today. But I saw the old playwright, and I'm a little concerned by how he went onto the stage.
Describe it to me in great detail.
I describe it to him in great detail.
As you're describing it to him in great detail, Hubert comes walking out the curtains on the stairs and kind of just looks around. We'll be starting again in just a moment.
Does he
Oh,
seem
All
himself?
right, Arena gets up.
Does he seem what?
Does he seem himself, or does
He
he
does
seem
not.
possessed again?
Arena gets up, and is the curtain still down? Does he like walk behind the curtain again?
No, he goes walking up to Otis and Servius.
All right, Arena's on her way over there.
Otis will say,
Theodore, is that you?
No, this is Hubert. There's been a change in cast. I would like your guards to fill in for the actors for this final scene. You seem more proficient in combat, and I believe it will be more representative of the actual history.
Theodore, I know that's you. I know you're not.
I don't know what you're speaking about. My name is Hubert.
It is not Hubert. It is Theodore. Do you want to put on a final performance?
Yes, very much so.
Then I suggest you finish this play as written.
"Can I diplomacy?"
Uh-huh.
22.
A 22, okay. He kind of just blank stares at you for a little bit. This final scene is the battle between Lady Shadara, curse her name, and the heroes of the League of the Hunt. Blood must be spilled for the most accurate representation.
I think it might be wise for us to be up there, Otis. If only to ensure that the rest of the cast can have some good seats for the show. Get my-
Dorian, the rest of the
my point?
cast, speaking of, is coming down below the trap door. They say, Yipes and Krell say, Dorian, they want you to fill in for Lucy?
Ah, but of course, I knew this would happen. This is why I was underneath the stage the entire time.
Yeah, it was something about doing acrobatical things. Try to make it look like martial arts.
Oh, easy, very easy. Yes, I can do that for sure. And he's climbing up on the stage immediately. He doesn't need to be. told
Wait until
twice.
the curtain goes up.
Oh,
So
Okay.
back to you, Servius.
So can you at least tell us who will be fighting?
You'll be fighting Lady Shadara, curse her name.
Theodore, will this put you to rest?
I believe it would bring peace to my heart. Also, my name is Hubert.
All right, Theodore.
I'm concerned about. I'm going to like whisper to Otis. I'm concerned about the possibility that he might have possessed one of the cast members to play Lady Shadara. Do you think that if that's the case, there's a way we can fake her death?
Perhaps. I believe that's possible.
Is
Okay.
this like a no smoking theater, or can I smoke in this theater?
Now they're smoking.
All right. Otis pulls out a cigar and lights it up. And he looks at Hubris.
Lead the way to the stage.
Very well. We must get behind the curtain and you must get in your positions.
He
Well,
takes his
Irina?
coat off.
Well, Irina, hey, guess you get to have that acting part after all.
Yes, Irina, I would like you to please fill in for Finley, like we partially discussed earlier. Just for one scene, you will still be compensated. Unless you are killed in the performance, which is unlikely.
Doubt that. Stop possessing this idiot man.
I don't know what you speak of. Please join me behind the curtain.
Let's just go.
Irina's got her sword in one hand and her shield.
Otis has his gloves on, like his wraps. He takes his coat off, sets it on the chair.
Oh, I also have hand wraps of Mighty Blows. I like tighten them in tandem with you. Do you
I
like,
love it.
I don't know, cross arms?
Morphin time.
So Hubert goes over. He goes and stands over here. Now there's prop coins kind of scattered all over the stage here, and there's an illusion on this central ghost light to make it look like this glowing sarcophagus to set the scene for this one. As Hubert steps back here, he activates his armor, and you can see that the armor turns into this old flowing ragged dress, and his form turns kind of feminine looking, and you can see his face kind of starts to decay away and look a little bit green and ghostly. His hair grows out to be about shoulder length. And he just kind of stares blankly at all of you. Is Irina getting behind the curtain with him as well?
Yes.
Okay. Is this where you guys are all okay being?
Otis is gonna step up one more, and he's gonna wink at Hubris.
Performance of a lifetime, indeed.
He kind of props up and gives a grin. Performance of a lifetime, indeed. Voice completely different, sounding much like a hag.
In
So the-
anticipation, before the curtains go up, I'm going to cast Bless.
Awesome.
And if I can, just like 1 or 2 rounds extra ahead of time so that I can expand the radius.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, you'd probably have quite a few because he's going to be doing a little introduction and whatnot.
Is it still sanctified?
It is. I believe Sanctify lasts.
It lasts the whole day.
Right.
So we get bonuses and stuff for being up here.
You get +1 to basically everything as long as you are being attacked or attacking a undead creature.
I'm also going to do Mark for Death on Boyo.
Okay. Nice. Gonna be kind of glaring at him as Irina does while he's doing his presentation.
Yep.
We're just gonna go ahead and just replace this with something a little more fitting there. Okay. So yeah, the curtain goes up, and you can go ahead and add your aura there. Let's say add it to 20 feet. Seems
Okay.
good if you would like it there.
Let's see, that would be 3 turns out of 10. I think I'll put it at about 10 feet.
10 feet sounds good. So the curtain rises up, and Hubert / Theodore kind of grins at the crowd. People kind of gasp and they look like really impressed with the effects of this one here. And he goes floating around the stage here in a circle, just kind of grinning at everybody, feet slightly off the ground. And then he's gonna grin towards all of you. You, League of the Hunt, have led me right to the wealth that I wanted you to. Now I will become a god, and Galarion shall belong to me, you fools. And it's like pretty spot on voice. It kind of echoes. The stagehands look very confused and all just a little bit shocked. And then he does this big echoing cackle and goes lunging towards Otis. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh yes.
So you guys are under Sanctify. If you're within that aura of Servius here, you're under Bless. And you guys also have a +2 from chat. So you guys are stacked up on your bonuses here.
Let's see, I got a. Well, I'm pretty sure my perception initiative are the same, so 30.
30. Okay, very nice.
Natural 1.
Nice.
Otis.
Very good, Otis. Okay, so Otis is going to put you at a 1. Dorian is a 20. Arena,
Is 2 more than that.
22.
No, 20, 30, 30 actually, and less.
I don't think Bless adds to the perception.
It
Never
does
mind
not.
that. It's 29 then. It's still 29.
It's just bonus to attack rolls.
Right. Okay, and then Servius, you're 30, you said?
Yep.
Okay, Otis got a nat 1.
He'd be 32 with the chat bonus.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm supposed to add it, so I've just been saying what I roll.
Yeah,
you're good.
Totally good. Yeah, so
I just don't want that ghost.
the chat bonus will apply to any d20 roll. So
Gotcha. I will try to remember to do +2 to everything then.
okay,
Thanks, chat.
See, yeah, that chat bonus makes it so I get to go before the ghost.
okay,
Thanks, chat.
very nice chat. Okay, and then we got a 21 for the baddie here. So initiative, we have got Servius, Irina, Dorian,
Right.
Spectre, Otis, and for the hero point count, just so you guys are aware, we've got 2 for Servius, 1 for Irina, 2 for Dorian, 2 for Otis, and 4 villain points for me. So, Servius, you're up first.
Of course.
You see,
What I would
you
do-
see lunging for Otis.
Is on turn 3 of Bless, I will spend 1 action to bump up that aura.
Okay.
And then with my second action, I'll use haste, which I get as a cleric from my following of Aurori, and cast that on Otis.
Ooh, nice. Okay,
Yes.
Otis, you are hasted.
Yes, you get 1 extra strike or stride action each turn.
Okay.
Thank you, my boy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let
that makes
Aurori's strength flow through you.
So is it floating?
it's just like barely off the ground. So
Okay, so I could reach it with a strike.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Her sword is gonna glow a lighter blue than it normally would on this. And she's gonna channel Smite heal spell into it.
God, you can do that.
Can if I prepare it. So I'm gonna step up and then I'm going to do this thing where I
Channel smite.
channel Smite into it.
Okay.
So here's the attack roll. 26.
Okay, and that's with the bless and the chat bonus.
27.
And the sanctify? No, sanctify is just your AC, right? Against these.
Yeah. 27 then.
27's gonna hit.
Sweet.
Right on the money.
Yes, that's what I want. And this is just a first level heal that I'm throwing at it. So that's 1d8. Another 8 damage, so I guess a total of 10, 15, 16, 17 damage.
17 damage.
If it's undead, 18, 19.
It is undead.
19.
Okay. So yeah, so your sword with that light blue just pierces through it, and it like almost leaves like this splatter of glowing blue blood as it cuts through it, and she screeches. Okay, it's Dorian's turn.
Are we killing this thing, are we?
Just attack.
Right. Okay. He's going to move up, and he's going to just attack normal as... Yeah. He's just going to attack normally
Okay,
with his rapier. And... a 23?
23 is going to miss.
Perfect.
It
I
just
love
kind
it.
of floats out of the way as you lunge at it.
Let's go for a second attack. No, that's still it's a 20. So
Okay, yeah, that will miss as well.
I can't hit it. How are you doing that?
I'm opening my eyes and hitting it. I don't want more.
You try with this eye patch on.
Okay, so it's its turn, and it's gonna go floating over to here. I don't know if anybody has any reactions there. And it is going to try to touch Otis. Just kind of just deftly like throws its hand at your chest. That's going to be a 34.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Okay, any crit?
Oh no, not a crit.
Okay, so that is going to be 23 negative damage. I am going to spend 2 villain points here, and as it does, its hand kind of goes into your chest, and your eyes just glaze over white.
Dorian's gonna go ahead and use a hero point on that action then.
Okay.
So he's gonna bite his thumb real quick, get a little blood, and just kind of rub it together as his eyes glow purple.
Okay. How about a 22?
That's a miss.
Okay. So in that case, yeah. Nope, it doesn't hit you. It's going right for your chest there, and as it does, it almost seems like it kind of dissipates before it hits you, and it looks confused at its hand.
Otis smiles.
A quick point of order. I do have status on Otis, so I know if there's anything fishy going on with him.
Okay. Yeah, there's not. So your eyes kind of started to glaze over as that hand approached you, but as it dissipated, you snapped out of it. Your turn, Otis.
That was a bad move.
Devise a stratagem first, which
Okay.
gives me a free recall knowledge.
Okay, and with your recall knowledge, you don't know much about this. It looks ghostly, but you're not particularly sure what type.
Okay. Otis is going to just you know what? He's going to use his Ring of the Ram.
Did you step on top of it there?
No, you put him on top of me.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that there. So you were right. Were you right here?
Yeah.
I was right there.
Okay.
Or no, yeah, I haven't moved. So if
Yeah,
you move
so
me,
Okay.
He's right there.
I didn't mean to put him on top of you. He's in front of you there.
I guess he's gonna punch first with his devise a stratagem. So
Okay.
that is going to be a. Oh, I haven't built this one out yet. 20, 30 versus armor class.
Yeah, that is going to hit.
Okay. Not a crit though.
Not a crit.
Okay. And he has the ghost touch rune on his gloves.
Very nice.
For a total of 6 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you punch this ghost and it physically feels like you connect. Like you even hear like a crunching as if like bones were getting cracked.
That's awesome. Last 2 actions, he's going to use his Ring of the Ram with 2 actions to punch it with force damage. So he has to make a fortitude save. The DC's 22.
22 fortitude save. Okay. Okay, that is a 27 unless we want some Syndicate of Rites intervention here.
No? Okay. So on a success,
No,
he's gonna...
yeah, sorry, I was muted. Yes,
Okay.
we want to do that. Irina will use her. She'll sweep with her foot, symbol on the ground.
Okay. That is going to be a 23, which is still just barely going to succeed.
Does he take any penalties for sanctified ground?
Oh, I think he does actually. Do you know those off the top of your head?
Sanctify.
There we go. Creatures. Okay, so now it's
Doesn't
more
sound like
defensive
it.
against
Okay.
you guys. Okay.
He's gonna take half damage from this.
Okay.
So he's gonna take a total of 6 force damage, and he's gonna be pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna push him diagonal towards Dorian and Irina.
Right there.
Yep.
So is this like a punch followed by like a shockwave?
Yeah. He Otis does his first punch with the right, and then squares up and pulls back, and just this force damage pushes this spirit away.
So yeah, so in those 6 seconds of combat of all those effects, the crowd's like getting real excited now. People stand up, they're clapping, there's some cheering. People seem real excited at this point.
Can Otis roll a performance check as a part of all of this? to
Yeah,
see,
go
like,
for it. Do it.
16.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. You know, you're putting on some nice theatrics with it.
Great.
Okay, Servius, you're up. Oh, you're muted, sir.
First thing, is Otis supposed to be down some health?
No, because it missed from Dorian's
Gotcha.
point.
Okay, in that case, the thing that I was going to do will not help anybody. So I'm just gonna spend one action making this 15-foot square into a 20-foot square. That means that is turn 4, so I have 6 more left. Next, I will cast protection on well, yeah, let's spread the love around. I'll go over here and cast protection against evil on Irina. So that is, let's see. Nope, if I do that, I can't use the aura, so never mind on the aura.
Okay, no aura, doing protection.
Aura, move, protection.
Okay. You're protected from evil. Irina, that probably feels odd.
Irina kind of curls her lip at it, and she's like,
That's why. I was debating between you and Dorian, and I was like, it'd be funnier if it was Irina.
You get the same
Don't
response.
worry, this will be a little weird, but it will help you in this fight.
filthy ivories touching.
Okay. So that's Sir's turn. Irina, you're up.
She's gonna shudder because that's awful. And then she's going to. Which one do I want to do? She is going to cast command on this thing.
Okay.
So make a will save.
Will save. Okay. Will save going down. That is a 32.
That's fine. Nothing happens.
We've got 1 hero point left for Syndicate if it wants to be used here.
It's up to you, Dorian.
Fine.
You don't
He'll
have
bite his
to.
other thumb,
Okay.
start rubbing blood, and his eyes turn
Ouch.
purple again.
Out of hero points for the Syndicate of Rites. How about a nat 1 though on the reroll?
You're welcome.
It must use all its actions on its next turn to obey my command. So,
Oh, goodness.
the command shall be, she's gonna look at it, and her eyes are gonna get like a deep, deep navy blue. And she's gonna point out that you will not possess this man anymore. If you're going to fight, you fight in your true form and you fight us. And that's her command.
Okay.
And then for her last action, she's gonna raise her shield.
Okay. So it kind of hisses and screeches and starts doing this giggle. Dorian.
All right, Dorian's gonna move. It's gonna be 5, 10, 20. And try
Irina
to-
would put up a finger and like ready something, but don't do anything yet. If he'll listen.
Oh, that's 2. That's 2 Dorian.
Yes.
Right.
It has to obey me. Hold on.
Oh, you just love that, don't you? I will take 1 turn to prep an attack for when it listens to her.
So 2 actions to ready in action.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
wait. Does that include the action that I'm going to take? Those 2 actions, or do I have to do 2 actions
So
to do that?
it's
third?
2 actions to ready, and then it's your reaction to use it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So it's turn. She's cackling, and then she looks up straight at the ceiling and screams. And you see that Hubert's body just kind of gets shunted down, laying unconscious, wearing the armor and the badge. And there's this ghostly figure left that looks like.
Hold on.
Chat.
You said
Yes.
two things there that have me concerned. You said body and unconscious.
Uh-huh. We'll leave that to a medicine check to determine which one.
All right.
Okay. Let's show chat what we got here. Maybe. We'll get that for chat in a minute. In the meantime, it takes its whole turn doing that. Otis, you are up.
Okay.
Can I have that be the thing that causes my reaction to hit it?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Just real quick here. You know. Please, thank you. Never mind. Continue on. That's a
Irina's
22.
gonna smirk when she sees it pop up.
You're
You-
flanking. Don't forget that.
It's actually
Oh.
a 24 plus the flanking, so 26.
Plus the sanctified ground.
I added the sanctified ground with the first +2.
Yeah, that's so that's a 26 total.
Apparently, yes.
And
I
is
don't
that
want to count.
included? Is that adding flanking as a +2?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that will be a miss. And did that pop up for you guys there? This is what it looks
Yes.
like.
Ah,
Wonderful.
welcoming gent. He's gonna look over at Irina. You threw off my timing.
You can re-roll that. I'll use a hero point.
Learn to hit
Okay.
better.
Okay, re-roll
Okay.
it.
Yay!
Otis will be like,
Does not guide his blade. Oh, boy.
You know, I really like rolling the exact same thing.
But
so
with the
28.
hero point bonus, that hits.
Perfect. So with my ghost touch runed rapier, it's going to be 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
you
Yeah,
see some butterflies.
And it kind of starts bleeding this like ectoplasmic goop when you stab it with that ghost touch rune. Okay.
So that's better for you.
You can
Oh,
hit it a
it's
few more times.
Otis's turn. Sorry, I almost
Yeah.
skipped it.
Devise a stratagem. So if you'll roll a recall knowledge for me.
Yep. Okay, with your recall knowledge this time, you critically succeed. After you've seen what it's doing here, you now know this is an actual specter. So these have kind of a fear aura that they can trigger. Though this one doesn't look like it's currently has its fear aura active. They have something called pain starvation, where they lose some powers if they don't deal negative energy damage to people in a certain amount of time. They are powerless in sunlight. They become super weakened when in sunlight. And then they have their vile touch that they do, which has been doing negative energy damage to you. And that has the ability to corrupt somebody and turn them into a thrall temporarily and also heal them.
Interesting. Do I get any more info with my Aurori blessing? It says if I critically succeed, I get far more information.
Yes. So you can tell that like this thing's face, though it looks kind of dead, it doesn't look as sinister as you feel it should. You feel just kind of by what you've gathered and the way that it's been acting that if you defeat it here, its purpose is going to be served. It almost seems like it's thriving in the theatrics. So you feel like instead of regenerating like they typically would to a haunt, it's going to be at peace.
Okay, I love this. So the devise a stratagem for Otis was a 9. He's going to step up, and he's going to actually roll a performance to kind of like feed into this and really try to do the play with this this specter, like reciting lines that he maybe heard before, things like that.
Okay.
15.
Okay. You know, you're acting.
Yeah, and then he's gonna punch it.
Okay.
There's gonna be a few things happening here, unless that's a 1. That's a 1, so that doesn't. That's that.
Okay. That's gonna be a miss.
Unless you want to. Do you have a hero point, Segfelt, that you want to use on Otis? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I'm muted. I keep on forgetting. Yes, I will use a hero.
Okay. Yeah, how do you flavor this? Do you kind of see a Rory kind of watching over him here as he's punching?
Yeah, I say a quick prayer to Aurori. Please give Otis strength.
Okay. Yeah, you just feel that punch guided.
Okay, this is gonna be 17, 26, 28, 29, plus 2 for my Rory, 31, 32.
Yeah, that's going to crit.
Oh, all right. All right. So first one is going to be max damage. Well, almost. It's going to be 8 damage on the first part, and then 29 total damage as Otis comes up and punches this thing with his ghost touch gloves.
Okay. Yeah, so as you punch it, now as you're acting with it, doing your perform, it almost looks like it's leaning into your attacks at this point. Like you feel like it kind of starts acting back with you.
Yeah.
And as the punch connects, it kind of shifts its face to look like Lady Shadara in her hag form again, as its neck kind of twists, and it's going to speak in this kind of strange voice. Damn you, League of the Hunt! You have thwarted my evil plans. And then it's just going to slowly kind of float and collapse to the ground and then dissipate. And we are out of initiative. Everybody's clapping, people on their feet. What are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm going to rush over to Mr. Playwright over here and start trying to like get him off the stage, maybe like down to the back of the aisle or down to the offside of the stage.
Okay.
Otis takes a bow.
Dorian's gonna let out his best Lucy laugh.
Do a perform. I need you to roll that perform.
Do we need to?
Oh, we do.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We have to.
You know, a 13.
You know, it's like it's 15 with chat, so that's pretty.
That's
okay.
true.
It's no Lucy laugh, no Krella and Yipes, but it's pretty
You
good.
know, cuff of the moment.
So, Servius, as you're pulling him off the stage, he doesn't look like he's gravely injured. He looks like he kind of snaps to it awake as you're helping him off the stage. But you do see he's got a short sword cut across his chest, and he looks like he kind of got clocked in the face real good.
Okay, while I'm moving him, I'm going to use a level 3 heal, because where else are they going to go? I have like 4 of them.
Right.
So I go down to 5, I get, or 3 of them, I guess, and he gets a butt ton of health.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll say you patch him up here. Yeah, so we're kind of at the end here. So, you know, the curtains go down. People are cheering. Hubert looks extremely excited, albeit a little disoriented. Did they finish the final act?
Yes, it was
Yes.
oh, sorry. Yes, it was a wonderful performance. The whole team put on a very good play.
I must have passed out from nerves.
You're possessed.
No, you gave a splendid performance.
And you guys are up on the stage. He's just down here by Servius currently. So the curtain goes down. The rest of the cast comes up from underneath the stage, and they come up. The curtain goes again. They do a final bow. Do you guys up there all take a final bow with them as well?
No, Arena
Yes.
just walks off the stage.
Nice.
Yeah,
You hear
Servius-
Hubert from down there.
Servius is going to
Glorious.
walk up after giving the small pep talk, and Irene just right past him.
And the Servius go up there and take a bow with them.
Yeah, he'll be a little distracted, but he'll still. This is his dream.
Very nice. All right. So yeah, so you know, some people throw some coins up on there. They throw flowers. Not a lot because there's not a ton of people in there, but you know, people kind of gather and mingle afterwards, and they go grab some food. You guys gather that it was overall pretty positive attitude for the play. Hubert will speak to you guys afterwards. Well, thank you very much for doing that, and I suppose that it seems we even left the play slightly haunted.
Indeed, we did. That was the plan all along.
I told you I'd put on the performance of a lifetime.
And that you did.
Mm.
As did you all. I do have to say, I'm quite impressed, despite all the blackmailing and threatening and abusing my stagehand.
It wasn't abuse. We were getting the truth.
I
And
think
did
you have a...
remind you, your stagehand stole things, lied to you.
What did he steal?
That breastplate you're wearing.
Oh yes, Timothy, you're fired.
No, do not fire him. He has a lot going for him. He made a mistake. He was jealous of you and mad at your writing. I think you could work together.
Roll a diplomacy.
Oh yeah.
Plus, you
gonna-
will need the breastplate for
A
evidence.
natural 20.
Never mind.
Can Otis add on to it?
I would also like to offer a sponsorship from the Company of Honor with this theater.
With the Company of Honor for this theater.
Of course,
I'll take both your sponsorships. Syndicate of Rites as well?
No.
they would love to. Just ask Dorian.
Do not speak.
Dorian.
for us.
I will talk to my higher ups and see what I can do. But
You were born
yes.
for the stage, as long as you don't speak too much.
But speaking is my best trait.
Well, we can fix that. We'll work with it. Sponsorship for both of you.
At least for Company of Honor. I can't speak for Syndicate of Rites.
Yes, we'll talk. But first we have a competition to win, and then we can renegotiate and talk about that. Possibly some leads for Irina and I for multiple plays. She plays a great killer.
You know what? You don't want them as a sponsor. It'll be bad for business.
I'll be in touch. We'll work out some details. Timothy's kind of dejectedly walking out of the theater. Timothy, never mind. You're rehired. This kind inspector here talked me out of it.
And you got a promotion.
Excited. To what?
Assistant playwright.
Timothy, you can start serving me drinks now.
That's like the assistant to the playwright, but it's a start.
Well, thank you again. I will give you your payment as promised.
And the breastplate, if you wouldn't mind. For evidence sake, of course.
Of course.
Yes, very well. Who stole this? This was stolen, you said?
Don't worry about it. We'll handle it. All part of the job. It's included. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Very
we
well.
should probably find out who it belongs to first,
And we will.
before we take it.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry, Otis.
That's on your hands. Come get your payment and you can be on your way.
Irina's gonna lean over to Dorian. Check out the rest of this place first with that eye patch. Make yourself useful.
Fine, take this. And he's going to hand you the breastplate. And then, yeah, as they like walk around, he's going to probably do like just a nice little cursory glance into each room.
Okay.
See what his
Yeah.
badge finds.
You're not like your senses aren't going off the kind of supernatural senses from the eye patch. You feel like you've cleared it out, so to speak.
Perfect.
Okay. And we will wrap up there, guys, and dish out some loot. So his payment with the the bribing money included is 1,200 gold pieces is what you guys came to there total. 1,201
I
because
was going to say.
Servius got a tip. Also, if you guys are curious here, because you guys completely crushed the puzzles here. So first off, you got him to stop the candles, which stopped the haunt on the act with the Medusas. Had you not had the candles fixed at that point, then the appearance of the Medusas would have actually been turning the actors into stone.
Oh, dang.
So good job there. Clearing the barmaid of her dream actually dealt with the chandeliers, which regardless of how carefully you were with the levitate, it would have thrown the actor into the chandelier who would have started catching on fire.
Nice work.
There's a protection
So
layers.
yeah, good work there. Had the hydra not been fixed, it would have bitten all the actors and they would have become poisoned, and you guys would have had to been dealing with sick and poisoned actors. As for the game room, had the haunt not been mostly at peace at that point, there would have been a haunt having to do with the goblets, having to gamble on a deadly or not deadly goblet of drink. If you had chosen the wrong one, you would have gotten sick. If you had chosen the right one, the hat would have appeared. But you just got the hat because the haunt was pretty at peace at that point. And then the specter, of course, you guys had him at his weakest because you had kind of figured out his whole deal. So good work, good investigating, nice inspector work, so to speak. Okay, so along with the 1,201 gold, there is a +1 resilient glamored breastplate that you know is stolen. That's worth 640 gold pieces. There is a diplomat's badge worth 125 gold pieces, and there is a hat of the Magi worth 50 gold pieces. I believe Syndicate of Rites has primary slot on this one. Is it company Company of Honor. Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
yes, it's Syndicate of Rites.
Oh yeah, of course. We're always first.
All right. Toby, you are the representative Company of Honor. What would you like for your first pick?
Can you tell me what the diplomat's badge does? I'm trying to pull it up, but
When displayed prominently, this brass badge makes creatures find you more agreeable. You gain a +1 to diplomacy checks, and you can activate it as a single action once per day. Attempt a DC 20 check to recall knowledge about people of a human ethnicity, a non-human ancestry, or some other type of creature. If you succeed, the badge's bonus increases to +2 for the creatures of that group for the rest of the day.
we want the breastplate because we got to find the owner, like the place it was stolen from.
Okay.
How dare you not
Alright.
trust us?
Okay. And the diplomat's badge, or no, I don't know. It's Syndicate of Rites. What do you guys want next? Diplomat's badge or Head of the Magi?
Which one's worth more?
The diplomat's badge is worth 125.
Yeah. I'll take
Okay.
it.
That leaves you with Hat of the Magi, Company of Honor. So, Company of Honor, are you donating the breastplate or are you trying to find the owner?
How much? Well, I mean, we killed the owner. How much was it worth again?
So it's worth 640 gold.
And you said it's a +2.
+1 resilient,
resilient.
glamored breastplate. So it's +1 to your AC, +1 to your saves, and it can be changed to look like normal clothes or some other attire.
We will keep it.
Keeping it?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. All right. And then Hat of the Magi, keeping or donating?
Otis feels like Leaf would love this thing, but we're gonna donate it.
Okay. Donated for full 50 gold. Syndicate of Rites diplomat's badge. Keeping or donating?
Gonna go with donate.
Irina doesn't want to be a diplomat? She doesn't want a pretty little badge while she glares at people?
Yes, that's exactly what she needs.
Awesome. Okay. Donated there. In addition, are either of you accepting the sponsorship?
He's sponsoring us or we're sponsoring him?
You're sponsoring the theater.
Yes, of course. Otis loves this place.
No.
That's
Unless
an open-
Dorian wants it.
Oh no. This guy clearly doesn't understand talent. He's bashing on Dorian every time he could. So no, that's okay.
Okay. So Company of Honor, you're going to get a special perk for accepting
knew
the
it.
sponsorship.
I knew it.
So on downtime, you can get acting lessons, which basically this is going to be, you can get an increase to your performance at an increased rate on downtime. And then also, if you earn income while acting for this theater on your downtime, you will earn income as if you were 3 levels higher.
That's amazing.
So there's your bonus perk.
Thank you, Legendary Scouting.
Right. All right,
I don't
guys.
need the acting lessons.
Anything else you guys want to wrap up here on the session?
Otis wants to, not role play it, but Otis will offer them candy one more time before he leaves.
No.
Still
Oh,
don't eat candy.
he I can't ever remember your name for some reason.
Servius?
Servius?
Servius. Otis wants to.
Servius, you should stay and live out acting. There will always be a place at the Company of Honor, and we will call should we need your services.
I would love that very much. I feel like the theater would be a good way to spend my talents. Guess you already know that I've been spending a lot of time looking through old plays lately, and
I
something
do.
about acting through them seems appealing.
And we sponsor this theater. What better than to have one of our own as an actor?
Of course, of course. You know what? This calls for a bit of a celebration. He'll just use the cantrip that I've had in my back pocket, summon an instrument, and just launch into a song
Awesome.
about friendship and joy and new beginnings and old friends.
Irina's vomiting in a corner.
And I get a
camera pans out.
32, so it's pretty damn.
Beautiful. Hubert's so impressed. He fires the Reichland actor immediately. It fills a spot for you. Awesome. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for joining chat. Again, we had with us
Thanks.
today Company of Honor and Syndicate of Rites, Toby Pack with SideQuest. We've got Wade Edwards, who streams over on Brambleberry and here with us. We've got me and Katie with Level 1 Geek, and huge thank you to Segfault from Fantasticide for joining us today. One of my admins, can we get a link to his Twitch channel for the good people here? It was very fun playing with you. Appreciate you filling in and joining us this week.
It was super fun. So I am glad that I was here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, indeed. It's a perfect fitted character. Very good. Also, big thank you to Anthrama, who is part of Level 1 Geek with us as well. She's been running production here in the background. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, guys, with that, I think we will say goodnight. We will see you next week. We have the Foresight faction and the Contract Consortium, and that's the first time that pairing is happening. They're going to be checking out some reported strange noises from beneath floorboards of this entire town. So we'll see what that's all about. So good night, everybody. We'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Yeah.